It's time for Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. Pointers Hockey is brought to you by Century World, Skyward, U.S. Bank, Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin-Robbins, BSN Sports, Festival Foods, Taco Bell, TDS, Cousin Subs, the Wisconsin Army National Guard, People's State Bank, Monks and Plover, Marshall Clinic Health System, Century School of Business and Economics, Hughes Service in Millador, also by Aero Global Corp, Goal Line Golf and Hockey, Wellston Properties, Pure Clean Restoration Professionals, McCain Foods, Dahl Auto, Mullins Way, Lendutis Motors, Northwind Solar, Brightline Investigations, Auto Select, Bone and Joint, The Rock and Roll Cafe, Fraternal CrossFit, Stevens Point Orthopedics, Thrivent, Firehouse Subs, Pizza Ranch, the Food and Farm Exploration Center, Team Sherrill Companies, Home to Sweets, and Aspirus Health.
And good evening from KB Willard Arena in Stevens Point. Welcome to Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. I'm Tom Weaver. Once again, along with me, Sean McMahon, and we are set for final weekend of 2025 as the Pointers take on UW-Eau Claire in a home-and-home series here in Stevens Point tonight at Eau Claire tomorrow. Sean, the Pointers come in the model definition of 500. 4-4-1, pretty much. You can't get much more 500 than that.
Correct.
But you still have put yourself in an opportunity here in a conference race. 6 huge points on the line this weekend.
Yeah, and in the past, Tom, the Pointers have really used this weekend to their advantage. If you look back at the past seasons, this is a big weekend where the Pointers normally get their game really, really going. They play 2 very good games to close the breakout, and then they use that momentum to springboard themselves into the second half of the season, where they make their hay. So very important 2 nights here, and very important for the Pointers after last Saturday night to continue to grow and build on the good feelings and the good vibes after last Saturday.
They did a shootout loss on Friday night here at Willard Arena to Stout, and then a 6-0 win over Beloit on Saturday. Alex Proctor, his 6th career shutout. He'll go again here tonight as they look to set the tone here. Eau Claire comes in 5-4-1, 3-0. They got off to a hot start in the WIAC in the first weekend. Last weekend beat Beloit 5-0, a game they led 1-0 after 2 and ended up with 5 different goal scorers in a 5-1 win, but then got kind of blitzkrieged by UW River Falls, who scored 3 in the first, really, and the Blue Golds unable to recover there. A 5-2 loss there as they got goals from Nolan Greer and Connor Thompson. Did rebound back to get back to within 3-2, but just couldn't dig it out of that hole. Kind of similar to what the Pointers saw in Superior a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, kind of just 2 steps forward, 3 steps back for this group here with UW-Eau Claire. They're very aggressive on the forecheck. They're going to bring a lot of pressure to the Pointer defensemen. The other thing I'm really interested to see is this is a team that went to Cornerstone Thanksgiving weekend, lost 6-1, and then came back home and beat the Green Knights 4-1 at Hobbs Ice Arena. So this team has got the makings of getting things going. Until someone else proves me otherwise, it's us in Eau Claire, or Stevens Point in Eau Claire in the WIAC.
Yeah, we'll see. And Pointers had a good run of things against the Blue Golds until last year. Eau Claire winning 3 of the 5 matchups, including the WIAC game in triple overtime in a mini game. R.I.P. to the minigame, by the way.
R.I.P. Yep, absolutely.
So we'll see. But here, you'll get it off here tonight. And then the Pointers will have the first game coming out of the gate in 2026. So 3 straight against the Blue Golds here. That's 9 big points.
9 giant points, absolutely.
All right, Pointers and Blue Golds from Willard Arena. We'll come back and hear from the head coach of the Pointers, Tyler Krieger. Coming up on the Pointers Sports Network.
Want to get your degree and stay debt-free? With the Wisconsin Army National Guard, you can get paid to be a full-time student with their 100% tuition reimbursement program. You can join the Guard, be a part-time soldier, and earn a degree. Call Sergeant Nick Kenton at 920-889-1846 or visit nationalguard.com to learn more. The Wisconsin Army National Guard, a proud sponsor of Pointers Athletics. Just like a scorching slap shot straight into the net, TDS Fiber Internet is lightning fast, straight into your home. For over 55 years, people have relied on TDS to connect to what matters most. Today, they're delivering fiber internet to tech-hungry communities to help them thrive. Enjoy reliable streaming, gaming, and more, all from a proud sponsor of your Pointers. Learn more at TDS.com. For over 50 years, Bone & Joint has been treating athletes of all ages across Wisconsin. You don't have to be an MVP to receive all-star care. Call today to schedule an appointment at one of their clinics in Bedford, Merrill, Plover, or Wausau, or visit their walk-in for more urgent care. Bone & Joint offers complete orthopedic, sports medicine, pain management, spine, and podiatry services. Call Central Wisconsin's premier specialists or visit them online at bonejoint.net. Len Dudas Motors is your trusted Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealership in Stevens Point. Check out their large selection of new and used vehicles or come in for a test drive. Ask questions about your financing, browse their inventory, or schedule the service you need to keep your vehicle running for years to come. From the time you enter the showroom, you can expect to be treated like family each and every visit. Len Dudas Motors, 3305 Main Street, Stevens Point.
Continue with our Pointer hockey coverage on the Pointer Sports Network. Our pregame show rolls on from Willett Arena. Pointers hosting UW-Eau Claire tonight. Hard to believe, final weekend of the first semester here as we'll get to a break and then into the new year. We talk now with Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger. And coach, weekend you took 4 or 6 points. I thought your fellows were dialed in on Saturday really and got knew you needed 3 points and got the job done.
Yeah, I thought we played a good game all week, and I thought we played pretty good Friday. Just, couldn't put the puck in the net. Our expected goals were like 5.2 in that game. We scored 2. Had the lead, gave up a power play goal, but then still had chances in the third. But then I thought we did a good job of regrouping, coming back, and taking care of business Saturday and just playing a suffocating, dominating game. Not even giving them time and space coming out of that zone. Kind of doing what we had to do. It was good for, I think, our team to see a 0 stay on the board. It was good for us to get more than 2 goals and see the puck go in the net a little bit. But, we know we're going to see a different opponent tonight. So we had a good week of prep and we're ready to go.
I know that, really hard to believe we're talking about the break coming here already. But, there's been good progress in this team here, no matter what your record is.
Yeah, there really is. And it's been one of those things like, we don't care what other people say, what other people think. We're on our own path. We haven't gotten blown out of games or really beat, if you will. Just missing a few things. I really like systematically what we're doing. I like the team defense style that we're playing, and we're generating chances. We're just not putting the puck in the net. If we weren't generating chances, then I'd be a lot more concerned. But, regression to the mean has got to start coming at some point and just take some guys getting some confidence in some areas, bearing down on things. And once it opens up, it should spread out a little bit.
Yeah, you said you had a good week. What you been working on?
I can't tell you the secrets but we've been just some things on Eau Claire. You got to use the high ice in the offensive zone. Ready for their PK pressure. Their PK is good. They got to make you move the puck quick. Just a few key areas, but for us, it's just detailing our game, gap coming out of the zone, killing plays, and just having a good work ethic. I thought this week of getting our mind right and ready to go for the weekend. I
think too that Eau Claire's a team that likes to feast on the old turnover and try to get you going and odd man rushes, things like that. So the simple things to take care of the puck or possess the puck may be the difference.
Yeah, historically their goals have come off of quick transition, hitting the goal line seam from behind the net, and then point shots from the top. Those are areas we got to look to take away, but puck responsibility coming up the ice is the difference. I think even in that game Saturday, there was a 6-minute stretch from the second period after the media timeout where we got a little greedy and turned 3 or 4 pucks over in the neutral zone, and it came back the other way. And when you play a good team, they're going to make you pay in those scenarios. So it was a good, we're aware of that. We know what we got to do. We know what the game plan is.
Obviously, end of the semester for your fellas, a lot of balls in the air for things here. But, kind of now you get to Friday night here and get ready to go and get in the lineup. Kind of a release factor here to really focus in on what the task is at hand this weekend.
Yeah, their school's done. Just got some finals left, but a lot of guys have already pushed their finals, already are done or just have an online one left. So I think we're got all that behind us and we're ready to go for the weekend here and then have a nice break.
All right, Coach, good luck here tonight.
Thank you.
Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger. Stay tuned. More coming up on the Pointers Sports Network.
UWSP Athletics partners with BSN Sports, the largest provider of team sports equipment and apparel in the country. Pointers and BSN would like to thank all the coaches on and off the field. While BSN Sports is the best at equipping athletes, coaches are the best at equipping lives, and that's the real final score. Learn more at bsnsports.com.
Hey sports fans, if supportive teammates, a great culture, and an honest shot at advancement make for a win, then you'll be victorious when you join Skyward's award-winning team. You'll help put powerful data in the hands of school leaders who serve over 7 million students around the world. Innovation, collaboration, and fun are all a part of the Skyward culture. So what are you waiting for? Apply today at skyward.com/careers and join more than 275 Pointer alumni at Skyward.
UWSP Athletics would like to thank Century World, a valued sponsor of Pointers Athletics. Nestled in the heart of central Wisconsin, Century World is a great place to hold your next event. With breathtaking facilities coupled with a wide variety of packages and amenities to deliver an exceptional experience, and with an award-winning 18-hole golf course with rolling greens to the famous Flower Hole, Century World consistently ranks as one of the best destination golf courses in the nation. For more information, visit centuryworld.com.
While the Pointers bring the heat on the ice, McCain is bringing crispy golden fries to the dinner table. Score perfectly golden, perfectly delicious fries in the freezer aisle with McCain. When it's dinner time, you can count on McCain to deliver the fries the whole family will love just as much as their favorite team. A reminder that corporate sponsorship is a wonderful way to activate your brand among Pointer fans. For more information, contact Clark Eckhoff at 715-302-1504.
All right, back here at Willett Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon. Both teams should hit the ice shortly here. Final weekend of 2025 after tonight. Trying to think, all the WIAC schools will be off until the new year.
Correct.
Mostly everybody.
Yep.
Get a couple games played around here. Other games in the conference tonight. Superior is at Beloit. Stout is at River Falls. UW-Eau Claire topping the WIAC standings with 9 points. Stout with 8, Stevens Point 7, River Falls 6. You don't want to be stuck watching the paint dry here.
No.
That is the big thing.
And the thing of it is that the Pointers have had such an up and down first half. If they put 2 wins together this weekend, they can pole vault themselves into a place where you like your position at the end of the first half in the conference-wise.
Exactly.
So you just got to keep. That's why this weekend always seems to be so important. When the schedule comes out, you always look to see when these two teams are matching up.
I will say the other thing here, Sean, is you look at numbers-wise, these two teams are like a dead heat.
Oh, my God, yes.
If you look at it, Pointers scoring 2.8, giving up 2.3. Same for Eau Claire. Shots on goal, Stevens Point 33.4, giving up 26.3, 33, 26.2.
Yep, exactly.
Power play 72%. Eau Claire has had some struggles on the power play as well, and their penalty kill numbers are almost exactly the same. So there he comes. Alex Proctor leads out. Sean, the other thing that we should mention is that the Pointers, without Chris Engelbert here tonight, we knew that he was out with an illness, had his appendix out, so on the mend, and
we didn't know he was that sick.
Hopefully, hope things are going well, and we'll be back as we get in the first half here with a break. I would have to think, about a month usually they say, so that is usually, kind of where we're at. So, all the best to him, and knowing that means opportunity for someone else to fill the gaps here.
Exactly.
So we'll see how that goes. All right, let's get to our starting lineups tonight. First of all, for the UW-Eau Claire Blue Golds. And they will start in goal. It's Max Guchar, 6'1", 185, and a senior out of Kimberly, Wisconsin. He, once again, has carried the mail for the Blue Golds so far here. His 11th start of the season. 5-4-1, 2.19 goals against average, and a save percentage of .916 with 3 shutouts on the season. On defense, it is... let's see here. It is Trey Ganetz that will get the start on defense. 5'9" and a freshman out of Woodbury, Minnesota. His D pair is Carter Bradley, 5'11" and a sophomore out of St. Louis, Missouri. Up front, the centerman is Connor Thompson, 5'10" and a sophomore out of Lino Lakes, Minnesota. The right wing is Brent Galinchin. Galinchin is 5'10" and a freshman out of Matamidi, Minnesota. And the left wing is Wyatt Carlson. Carlson is 5'8" and a freshman out of Hermantown, Minnesota. Matt Lone in his 19th season with the Blue Golds, 285, 173, and 36 all times. He is a 6-time WIAC Coach of the Year and the National Coach of the Year in 2013. For the Pointers, UW Stevens Point, it is Alex Proctor getting the start. 6'2", 185, and a senior for the goaltender out of Allen, Texas. Game number 10 for him, 4-4-1 overall, 2.14 goals against, .919 on the save percentage. On defense, it's Adam Racigol, 5'9", 170, and a junior out of Windsor, Ontario. And Ryan Hintz, 5'10", 190, and a sophomore out of Rockford, Illinois. Up front, the centerman back in the lineup here, Alex Johnson, 6 feet, 170, and a junior out of Calgary, Alberta. The left wing is Nico Shemileski, 5'9", and a junior, 170 out of Northville, Michigan. The right wing, Cody Pizarchuk, 5'11", 205, and a freshman out of Airdrie, Alberta, Canada. Tyler Krieger in his 9th season, 160, 45, and 18 is the head coach of the Pointers. He's assisted by Joey Haydock and Chris Nelson. We'll take a break. When we come back, it's the opening face-off. Game 1 of this home-and-home series to close out the 2025 portion of the schedule. It's the Pointers and the Blue Golds face-off coming up next here on the Pointers Sports Network.
U.S. Bank is proud to be your UW-Stevens Point campus banking partner. Open a U.S. Bank Smartly checking account and show your Pointer spirit every time you use your U.S. Bank Visa Affinity debit card. Manage your money and take control of fees with a checking account for students. Learn more at usbank.com/UWSP or visit the UWSP branch office at the Dreyfus University Center. U.S. Bank, member FDIC. Brightline Investigations reminds everyone that firearm safety is everyone's responsibility. Any firearm not in use should be safely unloaded and secured. Brightline Investigations is a federal firearms licensee, NRA law enforcement, and USCCA certified instructor. Find out more at brightlineinvestigations.com. For all your professional firearms training and investigative needs, choose Brightline Investigations. Hughes Service is your local family-owned Ford dealer. For your next new or used vehicle or all your service needs, Hughes Service has you covered. If you're looking to lease or finance your next Ford, Hughes Service has competitive lease specials and financing options on new Ford vehicles and an extensive collection of quality pre-owned and certified vehicles at affordable prices to suit your needs. Come see what your neighbors already know. You're always welcome at Hughes Service in Millador.
We look closely at all the data. We pore over test results. But what we see is you. We see what makes your smile widen and your eyes brighten. Even as we study breakthrough research and implement the most advanced technologies, what we see is how we can use it to serve you and your well-being. Healthcare is a lot of things, but the best care is human. Aspirus Health. What we see is you.
All right, we are set to roll here from Willett Arena. Good crowd here. Sean, I know the students pumped up here. What, finals next week?
Yep.
So they'll
Just about done with school and
get it going here. What we like to say, this is a empty the tank weekend here.
yes, it is.
Have
Absolutely.
it all on the line for you here. All-time series between these two teams. Pointers lead 97, 42, and 9, but are 2 and 3 in the last 5, last 20. Sean, Pointers 15 and 5. So showing how the Blue Golds have turned it around here lately. Coach Tyler Krieger all time against the Blue Golds, 19-7 and 2. Of course, the Blue Golds got back to the NCAA tournament a year ago for the 4th time in program history. And we are set. We are underway. Brandon and Ryan Schrader, the referees. Justin, Jason Peters will work the lines here tonight as assigned by the WIEC. WSUC. Wow.
Well, you went way back.
All right, far side, Pointers dump it in. Here's Alex Johnson. Looks to center toward Pizarchuk. Had his stick tied up. Move it out high. Racigol near side. Looks for a shooting angle. Nothing there. He'll go behind the net to Johnson. Blue Golds put the brakes on that. Try to swat it around to the near side. They'll jam forward along the near wall, and the Pointers keep it going. Behind the net, Pizarchuk. Stepping around him is Connor Thompson. Thompson around up on the near side. Has some space, but cut off at the red line by Alec Hamady. Alec Hamady out there now with Owen Dean and Gino Colangelo. As deep, Trey Ganetz. Ganetz near corner, gets hammered on the play. Puck loose momentarily. Trenton Heide will step in there. One of the big-time returners here for the Blue Golds. An all-conference selection there. Glove down, Eftimowski far side. Bouncing puck swatted at. Blue Golds touch it. We'll get a whistle and a hand pass. Hamady out there with Owen Dean and Gino Colangelo. Third line, Quentin Hill with Turner Richards and Sean Bunting. Gabe Randall with Bennett Copel back in the lineup, and Cam Markham on the 4th line for the Pointers tonight. Racigol Hintz got the start. Blake Norris, Michael Eftimowski, Aiden Mosier, Joe Manning, and Hunter O'Brien dresses as the 7th D tonight. Ryan McGuire, Matthias Smith will back up the birthday boy, Alex Proctor, today. So I've been told.
It is his birthday.
Yes, here's Cam Markham in for Stevens Point and circled around, but whistle and offsides here. 1:08 into the first period from KB Willett Arena. I cannot believe, Sean, we are talking about semester break here already.
It is absolutely crazy.
We say every year here, you play 25 games and it goes by the blink of an eye.
It does.
And especially considering the Pointers had 2 off weekends in the first half, too.
Right, exactly.
So, all right, shoveled in by Markham, kicked aside by Guchar. Markham around. Tries to throw it behind the net, now does. He'll work for it with Bennett Kopel in the near corner. Kopel, first game of the year last Saturday, back in the lineup now. Carve loose, here comes Gabe Randall. Randall in on the far side, Pointers finishing a change. Randall gets to the net, now cuts behind, comes right back up the middle. Colangelo kicks it back in, but the Pointers are offside. The former Spash Panther Dane Hoyard will throw it in. Eftimovsky around to the near side. And nifty job by Randall to weave his way through center ice. He'll get it deep. Owen Dean giving chase. Guchar slings it around. Shemilevsky got a piece of it. Bounces back to him on the far side. Still loose. Hamady in there as well now. Shemilevsky to the far corner. Looks to center. Blue Gold scored it along. Logan Gans will get it. Far side, but Eftimovsky throws it. Side of the net. Picked up there by Max Rojo. Rojo to the near side. Pointers from the point. Oh, redirected off the glove as Nico Shemilevsky with a good chance there. Or Gino Colangelo, excuse me, with a good chance there. And that was kind of a little redirect out of nowhere. Owen Dean at center ice. Joe Manning on the far side. He'll feather a backhander in there. Aiden Mosier took a licking on the far side, but got the puck deep. Around in the near corner, right in front. Mosier coming, backhanded shot, couldn't get a shot off. Might have had his stick tied up from behind, but boy, was all alone in front of the net and was in too tight. Back through the middle it comes. Quentin Hill hammers it back the other way. I think this got a piece of the Blue Golds. Nope, they'll say no. Whistle and an icing call here. 17-15 to go in the first period. Still scoreless.
Yeah, we talked about on the pregame show, both teams so close and even as far as the numbers go. And you look at the goaltenders as well, Tom. Alex Proctor and Max Guchar, solid senior goaltenders.
Yeah, these guys have been through it.
They've been through it for sure. And, the book on Max is you got to get to him early. If you can get to him early, you can get success. If he makes a couple big saves early on, that's when he gets that confidence going, and he is a tough customer to, especially down the line.
All right, it's Turner Richards out here for the Pointers. He'll get the puck deep. Blue Golds pull back into their own end. Forecheck on. Bounces through. Ryan Hintz after it on the far side. Hintz reverses. Got spun down in the play. Turnover. Blue Golds walk in. They go deep to the far corner. Tried to center it. Instead, back to the point toward Danny Reese. Reese with a shot. That misses the net. Carter Bradley tries to hold it in the near side, but Quentin Hill plays the body well and clears it out on the near side. Hintz quickly shoves it ahead. Turner Richards in on the far side. Had to wait because the Pointers' Shemilevsky on the near side was offside. Center ice Hintz gets it, reverses back. Up the far side, works it around. Brett Galinchin. Far side rolls free, but the Pointers are offsides. A delayed call here that they'll touch up. That allows the Blue Golds to get possession of it. Here is Trenton Heidi in around. Proctor cuts it off behind his own net. Proctor squirts it through, comes out high. Blowing a tire is Andrew Hayek on the near side, and it comes all the way back in. I think it's a rise out of the student section. Up the middle, Blue Golds dangerously clear it out, but get it ahead to Wyatt Carlson, who sweeps it in. Proctor behind the net. He'll reverse it back up the far side. Connor Thompson the first to get there. Shot directed wide of the net, far side. Pointers this time throw it in front of their own net. Alex Johnson now with some space. Eftimovsky far side. He'll flip it deep and give it chase. Guchar bounces away from him. He throws it. Eftimovsky got a piece of it, but it comes out, and Gabe Randall at the red line on the far side hums it ahead. Bennett Kopel, a good job to kick it back in. And Kopel kicks it in and puts the body down in the far corner. And one of the Blue Golds down in a heap here in the near corner. And it is picked back up. Shot fired. Guchar with a save. Big rebound to the near corner. Back to his feet. I think this is Max Rojo went down awkwardly. He's back up now, trying to pursue the puck here behind the net. Gabe Randall, good body position, centers it, but it's tipped off a stick of one of the Blue Golds and comes down the length of the ice. Blake Norris back to get it. Nope, they'll zing it ahead instead. Pointers almost have too many men on the ice. Now the Blue Golds preventing an offsides here. Now they fan on it, and that allows Cam Markham to get a piece of it. Here's Blake Norris with it to the far side for Eftimowski. Michael Eftimowski, cross ice, Norris again. Trying to break through the forecheck pressure here of the Blue Golds. They'll go a long-range pass. That misses Colangelo. Around on the far side, Colangelo somehow tracks it down and drags it into the far corner with Alec Hamady. Hamady, couple of goals last weekend as well. Out to the point, race a goal, hops over his stick. Good job to recover. He'll push it up near side and fire it into the far corner in the Eau Claire end. 14:25 to go in the first. Still scoreless. Colangelo near side, bumped around. Far side, Hamady in there. Joe Manning steps in as well. Here's Hamady. Tried to push it through but couldn't. They try to slide it ahead. Tyler Herzberg breaks on. He's greeted by Bunting at the blue line on the far side. Puck rolls down and Racigal to Owen Dean near side. Off the wall for Bunting. Turned over. Blue Golds bring it in with Cade Peterson. Peterson scored the game winner in one of the games at Eau Claire a year ago, late. And a shot fired off the glove of Proctor to the near corner as Danny Reese tied that one up from the point. Pointers will flip it up high, glove down by Bunting at the red line. Waits for a defender, spins it ahead, tried to spring Quentin Hill. Collision through the neutral zone. Racigal hammers it ahead. He's freight trained there, and a good hit there by Easton Inglis. Blue Gold set it up, point on the far side, shot through traffic, got through Proctor, but he's able to get enough of it to push it wide. Now Danny Reese with it. Pointers a long shift here. Now Blue Gold's far side, center pass, shot and a goal. Redirected in front of the net. Might be Luke Lavery. Sean, he's been on a tear a bit for the Blue Golds. Player of the week a couple weeks ago. Blue Golds with a traffic goal in front, go up 1-0.
Yep, you can see it coming too, Tom, as the Blue Golds had three guys up on top of the circles along the perimeter just waiting to get the right screen. It deflects off an Eau Claire player into the back of the net. 1-0 early here. The Blue Golds have the lead.
13:24 to go here in the first, Sean. When the Pointers' opponents score first, Pointers are 1-3-1 on the season. And some life to the road team here early. Hoyard with it, cycling back. Near side, bouncing puck. Sent in deep again. Actually going to say give it to Heidi, I guess they'll say. So went in cleanly, I guess, off maybe a Pointer defender. Here's Alex Johnson now behind the net. Pointers turn it over to Hoyard. Johnson gets it right back around. Hunter O'Brien now. Hunter ahead, Shemilevsky in near side. Tried to hit Pizarchuk. Blue Golds break that up. Hunter O'Brien back near his own blue line on the near side. Veers back off, long range pass ahead. Here's Pizarchuk in. Waits for help, dumps for Shemilevsky. He'll go up the far side, poked away from him. Blue Golds pick it up defensively. Clear it to the near boards. Johnson swipes at it. And now again, here's a chance. Firing a shot. Guchar with a save as Blake Norris with a point-blank chance. Bouncing in front again. Blue Golds are there to clear it out. They'll restore order. Flip it up high. Max Rojo to center ice and beyond the Pointer defender to the far corner. Eftimowski behind the net to Norris. Norris near side. A little lazy pass here that the forechecker Wyatt Carlson picks up, goes behind the net, tries to leave it there, but the Pointers pick him up. Now on the near side, big hit, point near side, Danny Reese with a shot, that goes wide. Blue Golds controlling the tempo here at the moment. Connor Thompson with it now. Ridden into by Blake Norris, around again, but not out. Now actually it rolls by Reese at the blue line on the near side. Kopel giving chase with Cam Markham. Finally ends up to Leo Bacala. Bacala took a hit from Markham. Pointers get it in deep. Guchar swats it. Kind of misfired a bit, but did enough to get it to the far boards. Here Tyler Herzberg. Hunter O'Brien ahead for Joe Manning. Lost an edge, gets back to his feet. Owen Dean is going to sling it down to the near corner. 11:25 to go in the first. 1-0 Eau Claire with the early lead. Dean cycles it back deep again. Alec Hamady will get there. Colangelo behind the net, looks to center, veers it, sets it up again, can't get a shot off. Here's Hunter O'Brien, shot blocked by the Blue Golds. O'Brien turns out high. Owen Dean with a shot, blocked again by the Blue Golds. Very good positional defense here in front of Max Guchar by the Blue Golds. Pointers have had some chances. Now they turn it over, but get some help from the referee on the far side as it's caught up twice. But the Blue Golds still hold it in with Bacala. Joe Manning greets him, and Hunter O'Brien will get it now for the Pointers. O'Brien accelerates, loses a forechecker, and he'll bring it out. Straight through to the left wing. He'll cut in, bring in, little dipsy-do move there. Looks to center, comes, fires it toward the side of the net. Bunting slowed down in the play. He'll reverse back on the far side. Bunting looks to center again. Nobody home, and Easton Inglis with it ahead. Spun around is Trey Ganetz. Ganetz on the far side lost the handle on it. Pointers try to clear it out. They do. Quentin Hill trying to get it around. He would have been off to the races, but the Blue Golds pick it back up again. Now again, here's Hill. Hill, a backhander ahead, chopped in by Turner Richards on the far side to get it deep. We're coming up on 10 minutes to go in the first period. Pointers looking to counter here, the 1-0 Blue Gold lead. Quentin Hill behind the net. As two aside behind the net now, and puck still moving. Hill squirts it free. Trey Ganetz. Around to the near side. Racigal now holds it, sends it deep again. Turner Richards behind the net. Stepping in front of him is Carter Bradley. Near side. Bouncing puck here on the far side. It's Ryan Hintz to the red line. He'll bring it in. Pointers onside. Here's Kopel. Wires a shot. Shoulder save made by Guchar up into the netting and out of play. 9:35 to go here in the first. We'll get the media timeout. 1-0 Eau Claire from Willett Arena and Stevens Point. Stevens Point at Eau Claire on the Pointers Sports Network.
Pointers All-American beer is here thanks to the Stevens Point Brewery. Pointers All-American is a smooth, refreshing light beer brewed with two-row malted barley, a select blend of hops, and a lot of passion for UWSP, with a portion of the proceeds supporting UWSP athletics. Get yours today at Pointers home games or visit the UWSP Athletics website for a list of local retailers. Pointers Athletics is a proud partner of the Safe Ride program with the Tavern League of Wisconsin. Please make it a point to drink responsibly. Want to stay in the game online with the Pointers? Visit the official UWSP Athletics website, athletics.uwsp.edu. The online home of the Pointers provides the ultimate fan experience across all devices. You'll find the latest Pointers news, rosters, schedules, results, links to live broadcasts, statistics, and other links to the social media pages of the Pointers, and much, much more. Your gateway to the Pointers Sports Network, athletics.uwsp.edu.
All right, media timeout here at Willett Arena. Sean Ardhip Sidorovich, 5:45 of the first. Stout, a 1-0 lead over River Falls. And looks like we have no start yet from Beloit or no launch of the live stats. Could go either way. Shots on goal, 3 apiece, but it's Eau Claire, a 1-0 lead on what they're calling a Trenton Heidi goal here in the first period.
Yeah, his first of the year as well, Tom.
Yeah. All right, Pointers dump it in. Guchar waits, almost at his pocket pick from behind. Now here's Eau Claire. Lead pass ahead for Hoyard. Blake Norris gets there first. Eftimovsky, Hoyard tries to hassle him. They'll flip it up. Turnover, bouncing puck. Oh, Pizarchuk almost sprung himself on the far side. Blue Golds now are offsides. And behind the net, here comes Blake Norris. Norris up through the neutral zone. Shemileski slides it through. Nothing to look at here, Sean. Pointers now. An opponent scoring in the first period, 8-8 on the season. Norris, near side, shoves it ahead. Turnover, and shot faked and blocked there, and a good recovery by Michael Eftimovsky for the Pointers. Blue Golds now half wall on the far side, poked ahead by Logan Gans. Gans behind the net. Gans now in the hands of Leo Bacala. Long range shot again. Proctor with a save. A rebound is there. Big hit in front of the net. Shot pad save made by Proctor. And he will swallow up the rebound here. A couple of big hits around the net. And we'll get a whistle here as the Blue Golds put more pressure on.
Yeah, as they be able to get their puck possession game going and getting some pucks inside that slot area. Good save by Alex Proctor. He's very aggressive up at the top of that blue paint and just trying to take the angles away as best as he can and look through all the traffic as Eau Claire has been putting two guys up in front of him all night, especially when they have the puck in the offensive end.
8:19 to go here in the first. Face off to the right side of Alex Proctor. Andrew Hayek for the Blue Golds. Now a cross ice pass to the point, shot through, save, the sliding save by Proctor. Heidi teed that one up from the far side. Mosier out high, delayed penalty call coming against the Pointers here as Guchar to the bench for an extra attacker. That extra attacker as Easton Inglis comes in, shot fired, that goes wide. Now somebody without a stick as well here. Pointers now will get it, and They're going to get outside. They're going to say the Blue Gold's in the crease. But I do know we got a delayed penalty call coming up here against the Pointers.
I didn't see it, Tom. The FAR official called it.
A cross-checking call is coming here against, looks like Gabe Randall. So Randall to the box. And the Blue Golds with a 1-0 lead head to the power play.
Let's run those numbers. 2 for 26 in the power play are the Blue Golds, 7.7%. That's not great. 6th in the WIAG, last in the country. Penalty kill numbers for the Pointers, 27 of 32, 84.3%. That's 4th in the WIC, 33rd overall in the country.
Fair to say, Sean, power play is looking to find it here.
With Eau Claire?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Pointers actually had a string of 4 straight games snapped on Saturday without a power play goal. How about that?
that's great.
Adam Racigel around. Here's the Blue Golds. The first power play of the night, top of the far face-off circle, shot down in low, looking to center it, shot fired, save made, rebound out high. Carter Bradley near side, a shot wired wide there. Logan Gans teed it up off a shin pad, trying to come through to Gans again. Pointers chop at it, Racigel near side. He'll try to get it and try to muscle it out on the near corner. Now poke free, Pizarchuk had thoughts about going back the other way. Proctor puts the brakes on it. Ryan Hintz around to the far side. Good body by Pizarchuk, but a bouncing puck. Pointers couldn't corral it. Carter Bradley now skates along the blue line to the near side. Now reset at the point. Bradley looks to tee it up instead in. Shot block there. Rebound chance. Pad save made by Proctor. Nolan Greer tied that one up halfway through the power play. Now it's deflected by the Pointers on the way through. Goes out high far side. Max Dronin. Dronin down low toward Nolan Greer. Near side. The Golds lose the handle on it. Racigel tried to poke it free. They'll walk right in front. Backdoor shot. What a save by Proctor. And he covers the rebound. My goodness gracious, Max Dronin. That is a 10-beller there for Alex Proctor to keep the Blue Gold lead at 1.
Just did a great job of following the puck as it moved across the zone and followed it right with them. Droner didn't really get a good shot on goal. He didn't get all of it at least. So Proctor was able to take the blocker hand and cover up the puck to get the stoppage in play. But a big, big save by your senior goaltender here on the first penalty kill of the night.
And off the draw, Pointer is able to get it off a defender and out on the far side. Reset here on the penalty kill. 35 to go on the man advantage for Eau Claire. First power play of the night. Heidi ahead on the right wing. They'll carve it back to the far side in. Leave it back to Heidi out high, but Bunting gets there first with a backhander. He'll veer it out on the far wall. Down it goes. Heidi back to get it. Through the neutral zone. Here's Cade Peterson in on the left wing. Dump pass back. They'll set it up. Hersberg coming in. Takes his time. Resets on the near side. Final seconds ticking along. Far side one-timer shot. Save made. Joe Manning smothered that one up on the far side. Gabe Randall out of the penalty box. Shot pad. Save made again. Pointers may have some numbers. Here's Bennett Kopel back the other way with Gabe Randall. Kopel will get it deep. Randall giving chase between two Blue Golds. Gets it to Kopel. Chops it to the front of the net. Goes down. Gets back to his feet. Rolls loose into the far corner. 5.5 to go in the first. 1-0 Eau Claire. We're back to 5-on-5. Long range shot. Oh, Max Guchar. What a save. Glove save through traffic as, boy, 2 pointers and 2 of his own mates in front of him, somehow able to pick it clean with the glove.
Yeah, able to see right through all the legs and glove her down. Good save by Max Guchar early on. And the Pointers need to get some pucks on him a little bit here. They've done their job getting the puck possession down low below the dots. Now you got to finish. And you can make Guchar work here a little bit in this last 5.5 minutes of the first period.
Face off to the left side of Guchar. And Owen Dean can't carry it in. Colangelo now in, just a tick off there. Andrew Hayek with it back. He'll come into the shin pad of Colangelo in the neutral zone. Squirts free, back in the point end now. Eftimovsky back through a defender. Hamady up again. Here's Eftimovsky again. Now they'll chip it out. Blake Norris will pick it up. Races to the left wing, cross the red line. Wires it in. Owen Dean gets it, trying to set it up with the puck possession on the far side of the half wall. Colangelo crashes in there to help out. So they try to get it loose from the skate blade of Wyatt Carlson here. Dean to the far corner again, but the Blue Golds scored it free again. Sean, I think we mentioned, 3-3 were the shots. It's now 11-4. Long range shot wide of Alex Proctor. Blake Norris first to get there on the near side. Pointers, near side, Hamady shoves a backhander off the far wall. Rink wide. Blue Golds first to get it, and they'll dump it back in. Proctor will stop it back behind the net. And here's Ryan Hintz up the middle. Nobody home. Actually, Turner Richards gets a piece of it. It's off the heel of his stick, so it goes straight up in the air. Aftomovsky along the blue line to Hintz, far side of the red line. Carrying it in. Here's Turner Richards. Tried to walk through a defender, lost it, got it back, whistled a shot through the blue paint, out high. Here's Bunting with a shot. That's deflected up into the netting and out of play. All right.
That's a little bit better.
Go.
Nice job at Turner Richards just using his ability and getting through the neutral zone and getting the puck in deep, and then being able to, win a 50-50 puck and get it to the middle of the ice. Create a little offense there.
Off the face-off, behind the net, Richards pokes for it. Side of the net, boy, he's relentless here. Far side chips it out. Quentin Hill turns, fires a shot. Stick save made by Max Guchar. Behind the net. Here's Quentin Hill now in the far corner, hemmed up from behind. Pointers will bump for it in the far side. Bunting and Turner Richards in there. Bunting pokes it free again. Blue Golds whiff on a clearing effort. So Hill tried to finish a check. Should be an icing call. Yep. Oh, boy. That's a tough break. I thought it got a piece of Nolan Greer here on the far side. Well, Sean, big trade in the NHL here, huh? As
You're
the
saying,
Wild,
yes, to pull the trigger.
The Wild acquire Quinn Hughes for a first-round pick. Z Bouillon? We saw him at the Final Four a couple years ago.
We did?
Big
You
time.
did, yeah.
Marco Rossi going in that trade, I think. Ogren, whatever. Almost looks like basically the equivalent of 4 first-round picks almost.
Exactly.
With between players and picks. Shot kicked aside by Guchar. So I'm assuming, Sean, will have some of the Blue Gold loyalists here that would be Wild enthusiasts.
Oh, I'm sure.
Even in these parts, too. Chopped around far side. And what? Edmonton and Pittsburgh, a big trade?
Yeah.
Things are heating up.
Already.
A lot of teams involved
Yep.
in things. Yep, through the neutral zone. Now Pizarchuk reaching for it, but Trenton Heidi got there first. Near corner again, spinning move here, and here's the Blue Golds at center ice. Cade Peterson got stood up. Puck free. Aftomovsky back to get it. He'll dump far corner, out of the reach of Blake Mosier. Hustling after it here is Cade Peterson. A lot of palms up on the far side. Blue Golds walking free. Shot. Save made by Proctor and a rebound that is cleared out with 2:36 to go here in the first. Tell you what, Sean, this is a pretty strong opening 20 minutes from the Blue Golds.
Oh, absolutely. I expected this from the Blue Golds. They are, I've watched most of their series against St. Norbert. They can skate with them. They proved that, especially Saturday after losing 6-1 at Cornerstone. This team is big and fast. It's giving the Pointers fits on the offensive end right now. Trying to get the puck on net. They've done a nice job with the forecheck and getting the possession down low. Now they really need to get after getting some pucks on Max Guchar.
All right, Blue Golds win another face-off here. Blue Golds have won 10 of 12 face-offs in the period as well. Proctor behind the net. Here's Blake Norris, puts the brakes on. Looks up, he's gonna lift it up high, and Alec Hamady's gonna run under it on the far side. Wires a shot high. Colangelo to it on the near side. Pointers cycling out high if they can center it, but the Blue Golds get a stick on it. Colangelo sends it deep again. Here's Owen Dean. Dean to the far corner, slides a backhand out high to Aftomovsky to Blake Norris. Puts the brakes on, wires a shot, redirected, and Guchar. A save is what Alec Hamady, I think, got a piece of it.
A little
changed direction on him, but Guchar stood strong and made a chest save.
How about Blake Norris making that little stop ghost, let's go again move at the blue line, and absolutely had an Eau Claire player blow a tire right in front of him and gave him the space to get the good wrister on net.
All right, 1:55 to go here in the period. Face off to the right side of Max Guchar. And A false start here. And it looks like they'll kick up Gabe Randall, so Cam Markham in to take the draw. Shot fired around the boards. Oh, it took a weird bounce out back to the middle. Bad angle shot, blockered away there by Guchon. Big thumping hit here on the near side. Pointers are off sides. And a late whistle.
What?
So, a minute 37 to go.
They're going to call it.
Actually, what I think it is, I think Eau Claire shot the puck off of Gabe Randall.
Okay.
While he's in the zone.
Oh, so
and then it becomes an intentional offsides. Yeah. Comes down all the way. That's a smart play. All right, face off to the left of Alex Proctor with a minute 37 to go. 1-0 Eau Claire. Trenton Heide's first goal of the year. Here's the difference right now. Blue Golds win the draw. Rojo wires it around. Shot fired off the glove of Proctor. Dane Hoyard teed that one up. He's done that a time or two here at Willett Arena, huh? Then he's thumped by Randall on the far side. A minute 24 in the period. Well, to go up into the roof, right?
I believe so.
So, we'll get a face-off just outside the Stevens Point blue line on the far side. Still keeping this one in reach here.
Oh, absolutely. He doesn't think so.
Now flips up and out of play off the face-off. And if you're Eau Claire here, Sean, your message is here, hey, let's not give away what we've worked for here in the last minute 20. Face off to the right side of Alex Proctor. Blue Golds win another draw. Oh, they whiff on it as they set up Wyatt Carlson.
That was danger.
Yep. In on the near side, sending it deep. Brett Galinchin. Bunting trying to jam it out on the far side, but couldn't. With a minute remaining here in period number 1. Racigal. Turner Richards on the near side, trying to work possession of it for the Pointers. Now they'll squirt it to Hintz in the far corner. Hintz skating out, back through to the middle. Here's Quentin Hill. Now he'll accelerate and in on the right wing. Long range shot in. Guchar save. He'll hang on. All right. Set up and get an offensive zone draw here with 40 seconds to go in the period.
Yeah, really important offensive draw coming here as you want to win this and get a good shot on goal left in the last 40 seconds of this first period. That's seen Eau Claire outshoot the Pointers 13-7 and lead 1-0 on the scoreboard.
All right, Blue Golds try to clear it out, but Aiden Mosier holds it in. Broken stick here as well. Shemilevsky, though, coughs the puck up and allows the Blue Golds to clear it out. All right, here's Norris now. Long-range pass, tried to feather it through. Shemilevsky will get to it. Walks in with Pizarchuk on the far side. Chopped away from him. Nolan Greer around with it. 13 to go here. We should get an icing call here against the Blue Golds. 10.4 seconds remaining in the period.
Yeah, here's a good opportunity again. Force the Blue Golds back in their own end a couple times. Long shift here for Eau Claire, so you want to keep the pressure on here. So we'll have Alex Hamady coming in to take the draw.
All right, face off, shot blocked there, 8 seconds to go. A bouncing puck up, Mosier with it, clears it back out. And final seconds will tick off as the Blue Golds on the road here, Sean, after 20 minutes come through with a lead.
Yeah, and they earned that. They were able to get some good possession down low, and they took a pretty good wrister shot and went in the back of the net. Also had a power play to get their offensive going. Yep. Very good defensively, though. They've really gotten Stevens Point caught in the mud a little bit.
Yep, absolutely. Is working it out through. Joined now by Pointers assistant coach Joey Haydock. And, Coach, I tell you what, at times you had some trouble They made life difficult for you in that first period, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, we knew they were going to come hard on the forecheck, and we got to do a little bit better job on the wall. I mean, we were telling the guys got to be a man on the wall this game too. It's got a couple cleaner plays. I mean, just advanced zones if we need to.
Yeah, you got to finish too. You had a couple chances there, getting in almost too tight.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of been our thing this year, right? If we can get pop a couple of those in. I mean, it's a different game here, but we've had a couple good chances. Yeah,
your goalie's been good here tonight too. That's when you got a senior like that, that's what you need him to do in a period like that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. He comes up big for us, makes a lot of really huge saves.
All right, Coach, thanks. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, Pointer assistant coach Joey Haydock here as the Pointers trail Eau Claire after 20 minutes, 1-0. We'll take a break. We'll come back to tell you about it, give you a scoreboard update as well. As Eau Claire leading Stevens Point after 20 minutes, 1-0. We'll be back to tell you about it here on the Pointers Sports Network.
At Dahl Auto, every pre-owned vehicle goes through a 169-point inspection. They also include a 7-month, 7,000-mile limited warranty with every qualifying pre-owned vehicle. Find out more at Dahl Honda, 3700 North Point Drive, and Dahl Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, Highway 10 East, Stevens Point. Rock and Roll Cafe is proud to be a part of the Stevens Point community and would like to thank everyone for all the support over the past 9 years. With high-quality food and a fun, inviting atmosphere, Rock and Roll Cafe features all-day breakfast and a Friday fish fry with convenient ordering for takeout and delivery. Rock and Roll Cafe, a little corner where everybody's welcome and treated like a rock star. Open Monday through Sunday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. at 2801 Stanley Street, Stevens Point. Support for Pointers Hockey is brought to you by Wellston Properties, a local real estate rental and investment company providing quality housing options for students, families, professionals, and everyone in between, especially hockey players. Also by Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin-Robbins, 617 Division Street in Stevens Point, and Marshall Clinic Health System, the official sports medicine provider of UW Stevens Point Athletics. Visit marshallclinic.org to learn more. More than just a grocery store, Festival Foods is a family-owned company that provides high-quality products and an exceptional guest experience. At Festival Foods, we believe our helpfulness shouldn't stop at our stores. That's why you'll find us in our communities doing our part in helping others to make a positive difference. Festival Foods is proud to partner with community organizations and all those who embody the community spirit of Wisconsin. Festival Foods, happy to help and a proud sponsor of UW Stevens Point Athletics.
All right, first intermission rolling on here from Willett Arena. Eau Claire, a 1-0 lead. It is Trenton Heide, his first of the year, from Danny Reese and Luke Lavery. As that goal came at 6:36 of period number 1. Eau Claire with a 1-0 lead. Blue Goals outshoot the Pointers 13-8 in that first period. Blue Goals had the only power play and got credited with 3 first period shots on the power play. Max Guchar, 8 first period saves. Alex Proctor with 12. Sean, the Blue Goals won 16 out of 19 faceoffs in that first period. Yeah. That's 84.2%.
That is an unreal number. You shoot for like a little bit above 50, right? So that's your your average number, and to be up that high, goodness gracious.
I tell you what here, Sean, if you look at the shot chart here, the Pointers really had the only 3 high-quality scoring chances of the period, as it is Owen Dean with 1, Cam Markham with 1, Michael Eftimowski with 1. Blue Goals didn't get a shot in the high-danger area at all throughout the whole period in the 20 shots they attempt. Pointers credited with 2 blocks in the first period. I should say 4 blocks for the Blue Goals, 2 for the Pointers in that first period, as chances really kind of at a premium.
Yeah, and we expected that. It's going to be tightly contested defensive game. Hey, how about this? How about this shot chart? I'm used to the old, the handwritten ones.
See, there you go. See?
Back
21st century here, Sean.
Little,
there you go.
Little graphics and everything.
So there you go. Who knows? All right. Let's see. Pointers and Blue Goals. Other games going on. We'll take a break, come back, tell you about those in just a little bit. 1 period in the books, 1-0 Eau Claire, as our first intermission rolls on in the Pointers Sports Network.
Right off I-39 in Plover, Monk's is the perfect sports bar and restaurant option just minutes away from UW Stevens Point. Find yourself grabbing a drink and appetizer or 2 at Monk's bar area, or cozy into a huge booth in one of their dining areas. Monk's Plover features the same great fare and service standards as all of the Monk's Bar and Grill locations. Half-pound burgers, gourmet sandwiches and wraps, fresh salads, delicious macaroni and cheese dishes, all at Monk's, 1400 Commerce Place, Plover. See what's behind the glass with Aero Global. Operating in Canada and the United States since 1965, Aero delivers durable, custom-engineered solutions for transit, off-road, and fleet vehicles, always with a focus on quality and service. Aero honors its values to provide customers with best-in-class design expertise, product innovation, comprehensive product support, and custom-engineered solutions. Aero Global, innovation driven by people. Northwind Solar is a work-owned cooperative building solar power and battery storage systems for homes and businesses across central Wisconsin. With over 100 years of collective experience in renewable energy, Northwind Solar offers free consultations and estimates with a 10-year labor warranty. For a free estimate, visit northwindre.com. Northwind Solar, Central Wisconsin's premier solar installer. Fuel up with Mullen's Whey. Simply pure and all-natural Mullen's Whey protein isolates come in multiple delicious flavors. Learn more about the health nutrition benefits of whey protein isolates at mullenswhey.com. Your why, our way. Mullen's Whey. It's never too early to refine your vision for retirement. Financial advisors with Thrivent are here to help you create a strategy that reflects your priorities. Call Mike at 715-340-8054 to get started.
All right, our first intermission here at Willett Arena. Eau Claire, a 1-0 lead here on Trenton Heidi's first of the season. Other games in the WIAC, 20 minutes in the books from River Falls. UW Stout with 2 in the first. Ardhip Sidorovich and Maxis Bermanis score about 12 minutes apart. Blue Devils outshoot the Falcons 11-9. The Bermanis goal coming on the power play. 2-0. It's a good road period by the Blue Devils.
Yeah,
River Falls.
With River Falls, you got to stay out of the box, and they did a great job of that in the first period. No power plays for the Falcons, so good start there.
That it is. Superior on the road at Beloit. A.J. Reed, 3:38 in from the Woodman Center. Superior, a 1-0 lead. They're on a schneid here. They're looking to break it. They've been outshot by Beloit 6-5 so far, but have a 1-0 lead on the road.
Goodness, 6-5 outshot, but I have the 1-0 lead. Who is playing goal for the Blue Devils in the River Falls Stout game?
I will tell you, my friend, as it is Sebastian Monaco getting the start again, the freshman
That's
again.
3 straight then.
Straight for him. Came here and
he was player of the week this week in the WIC as well.
So got there. All right, other games, all non-conference games here. Let's see, Aurora on the road at Hamlin in St. Paul. It is the Pipers out shooting Aurora 7-6, but a scoreless battle from the Tria Rink in downtown St. Paul. Trine hosting Buffalo State. 12th ranked Thunder get a goal in each period so far. One in the first, one in the second. They lead 2-0. Adrian taking on Hiram College. They're a new program. Is it their first year this year?
First year in, I believe, in Ohio, right?
Near the Toledo area, I think, if I remember correct. 6-0 Bulldogs with the lead after they scored 4 in the first for Adrian. On the women's side, a couple of good matchups. Eau Claire, 11th ranked in the country, is at number 3 Augsburg. 20 minutes in the books from downtown Minneapolis. It's the 3rd ranked Augies with a 1-0 lead. Peyton Bear with a goal late at 18:58. As it is Augsburg with the lead. They're playing a home-and-home series. They'll be tomorrow afternoon before the Pointers and Blue Golds from Hobbs Ice Arena there. And it is UW Superior at Concordia. Moorhead on the women's side. They are just getting underway there. I think that was an 8 o'clock start there. So nothing on the women's side there. Do have one other final from earlier today. Bethel beat MSOE. And earlier in the week on Tuesday, St. Mary's wrapped up their first half of the schedule with a 4-1 win over Dubuque. I'm trying to think, Sean. Bethel and MSOE going to play an outdoor game in Minneapolis.
I think, is it tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow,
Yep.
or St. Louis Park, I believe.
Yes.
Whatever suburb that is there. They're
Good
playing,
luck.
It's a covered outdoor rink, I think, athletic complex there. They're playing an outdoor game there. MSOE hopped up there today. They were supposed to play, I think, last weekend in Milwaukee, But the snowstorm snuffed that one out, so they went up a day early, played this afternoon, and it's Bethel with the 3-1 victory over MSOE. Tomorrow and Sunday, Concordia, Wisconsin will play a series at Gustavus Adolphus. Also on the women's side, Pointer women, Sean, in action tomorrow and Sunday. They will host Concordia, Wisconsin in a non-conference matchup. 5 o'clock tomorrow, 3 o'clock on Sunday. I'll be here on Sunday for that broadcast. We're on the air about 2:45 there, as Ann Ninneman and the Pointers will close out the first half of their schedule. Boy, some really good women's matchups here. We mentioned Eau Claire and Augsburg. St. Norbert going to play River Falls tomorrow afternoon on the women's side for a 4 o'clock game. Those are ranked teams as well. And again, the Pointers against Concordia, Wisconsin as well. Sean, let's take a quick chat here about, kind of what lies ahead for the Pointers in the second half. And boy, they're going to start the opening weekend here with a bang. Just kind of the way the schedule has been kind of quirky a bit. The Blue Golds will be back here at Willett Arena Friday night, January 2nd, to open up the new year, kind of a weekend earlier than normal.
Yep.
So it'll be a Friday night game against Eau Claire, and then on Saturday, the Pointers at St. Norbert to finish out their home and home. So happy 2026. Let's find out where you're at in a hurry.
Exactly.
In the new year there. Then on the road for the Minnesota Swing with St. Scholastica and Augsburg. And then the Pointers will be home for their other MIAC series, Hamelin, here Friday night, January 16th. St. John's the 17th. Then to home and home series with Stout on January 23rd, 24th. River Falls for 2 on the road at Beloit. So they'll play 4 in a row on the road, then home for 2 against Superior to close things out. As then the WIAC will start February 21st. And again, single elimination in the WIAC now over 3 weekends. So they'll have the first round game on it. Before it used to be a Wednesday night game?
Yep.
Or a Tuesday night game, and the winner Friday, Saturday. Now with the elimination of the semifinal series approach, single game Saturday, single game the following Saturday, WIAC Commissioners Cup Championship game for the automatic bid to the NCAA tournament is how the schedule will run out there. March 7th, that will be. So, really interesting.
And the return of series in the second half as well.
In the second
so
half
much
as
fun.
well. So we'll see as well. Here, Eau Claire, a 1-0 lead after 20 minutes. We'll come back and have second period action coming up here on the Pointers Sports Network.
Contemporary fitness is all about community, and people accomplish more when they work out together. Fraternal CrossFit offers group fitness, personal training, and 24/7 access. Schedule a no-sweat session today, which offers a zero-commitment consultation to help match your goals to the right programming. Fraternal CrossFit, 19 Park Ridge Drive in Stevens Point. Find out more at fraternalstevenspoint.com. Pointer's All-American beer is here thanks to the Stevens Point Brewery. Pointer's All-American is a smooth, refreshing light beer brewed with 2-row malted barley, a select blend of hops, and a lot of passion for UWSP, with a portion of the proceeds supporting UWSP athletics. Get yours today at Pointer's home games or visit the UWSP Athletics website for a list of local retailers. Pointer's Athletics is a proud partner of the Safe Ride program with the Tavern League of Wisconsin. Please make it a point to drink responsibly. Goal Line Golf and Hockey in Schofield is Wisconsin's premier source for all your golf, hockey, and skating needs. They treat every customer like the home team. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, see the experts at Goal Line and get fit for your next step on the ice or out on the links. Located at 1430 Grand Avenue in Schofield, Goal Line's been the place to score since 1984. Everyone at Goal Line says, Go Pointers! Puro Clean Restoration Professionals is your #1 source for all your cleaning and restoration needs. Water, fire, and mold, Puro Clean has technicians on call 24/7 to aid in your time of need. Puro Clean's cleaning division specializes in carpets, furniture, and duct cleaning. Call Puro Clean today for all your property needs. Puro Clean, your paramedics of property damage. Call 715-321-2526. Pointers fans, stay connected to your favorite Pointers teams with the official mobile app of UW Stevens Point Athletics, presented by Skyward. Featuring real-time news alerts, schedules, and more, the new UWSP Athletics app is free. To download the app to your smartphone or tablet, visit the Apple Store or Google Play Store and search for UWSP Pointers Athletics. The official mobile app of UW Stevens Point Athletics, presented by Skyward.
All right, ready to get after it here in the second period. Sean, I thought the Pointers' second period last weekend, best periods of both weekends. One could argue.
Against Beloit. Yeah, they did. Wasn't the shots like 26-3 or something?
Like
they
that,
really put the handcuffs on the Buccaneers in that second period. You need a good effort here.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a little bit more juice. Inquiring minds think
this is a tough time of year for the fellas. You know, you got finals, you got all kinds of stuff, and you know,
making plans to get home.
Gotta be chatter around here. You know, I know this hasn't been the greatest first half in comparison.
Well, yeah.
You know, but long way to go here, and a second period here to get you going. Oh, Pizarchuk took a chop up high, and then they chopped his stick out of his hands. All right, well.
And then he delivers
the boom on the near side. And here's Alex Johnson in. Looks to center. Pizarchuk, another hit on the far side. As we've got bodies all over the place here early on. Gold's dump in on the far end. Brian Hintz with a nice job here to clear things out. Center ice ahead. Back the other way, Max Dronin. Shot, pad save, huge rebound shot shoveled over the top of the net. On a redirect there, and Alex Johnson turns it over. They'll go back door in the near side here, out of the reach of Logan Gans. Gans on the near side, slides it up high, intercepted by Pizarchuk. Pizarchuk slowed down through the neutral zone here. Now he'll get it back. Blake Norris has got a hustle because getting to it is Leo Bacala on the far side. Bacala a shot, fought off by Alex Proctor. Boy, kind of a lazy pass in the neutral zone, almost came back to bite the Pointers. But now here's a nice play here by Shemilevsky to get it going with Owen Dean. Dean in on the far side, comes right up through the middle. Shemilevsky, backdoor shot. How did that not go in? Hit a defender's skate and ricocheted out right on the doorstep. Here's Eftimowski to Shemilevsky on the near side. They go backdoor again. Owen Dean chopping for it, held in by Eftimowski again. Shot kicked out there by the Blue Golds. Eftimowski tried to hold it in. Colangelo lost it in. A wide open net, Sean, and I think it ricocheted off a defender's skate just before it got to the blue paint. Here's Owen Dean in, wires a shot, that just missed. Near side, Hunter O'Brien off the bench, tried to hold but couldn't. Owen Dean back to get it near his own blue line, cycles back, near side, he'll come in on the right wing, now feathers it deep. And he'll step off on a change. Colangelo hustling to get to it, Blue Golds lift it out again, Joe Manning gloves it down at center ice, ahead, here's Turner Richards. Richards, nifty little stop-start move to free it up, leaves it for Joe Manning. Manning slides it toward the near corner. Blue Golds get a piece of that on the way through. Luke Lavery. And Colangelo again. Long outlet pass here. No icing, no save. That Lavery got a piece of it. Here's Turner Richards now back to the middle. Turned it over, but Hill on the back check, able to clear it back free. Off the far wall, Richards swipes it in. Far boards. Spun around by Rojo to the near side to Carter Green. In. Now here's the Blue Golds walking through again. Centering pass broken up. Pointers may have some space here as it's Turner Richards tried to jam it through again. And now here's Hunter O'Brien right up the middle. Walks a defender. Had to hold off because Bunting was off sides on the play. And penalty call coming up here as stick chopped out of his hands. And it's going to be a slashing call to the Blue Golds, and the Pointers will go to the power play.
Absolutely. You'd get away with it once at the opening faceoff. You're not going to get away with it when you're coming into the zone with the puck. So power play time for the Pointers. They're 5 of 29, 17.2%. That's fourth in the WIC, 56th overall in the country. Penalty kill numbers for Eau Claire, very good, 30 of 35. 85.7%. That's third best in the WIC, 30th overall in the country.
And again, Sean, we mentioned it earlier. Pointers did not have a power play goal against Beloit, and that snapped the 4 straight game streak of scoring on the power play, which has brought their power play out of the dumpster, to be honest with you. Shemilevsky now coming in. Here's Bunting, slides it back to the middle. Tried to hit Owen Dean, but the Blue Golds intercept that nicely and send it down. 16:50 to go here in the second. 1-0 Eau Claire. Pointers on their first power play of the night. Owen Dean. Pass back to Shemilevsky. The old drop pass there, a little too strong. Proctor handles it. Now here come the Pointers on the left wing. Bunting to the red line. cuts to the middle, and the Blue Golds swat it free again. Now Chmielewski recovers. He'll get it, walks in, but the Pointers are offsides here. Now Owen Dean in on the near side, and they're still offsides. Man, oh man. Can't get out of your own way at the moment here in the power play.
Time to switch it up, and that's exactly what the Pointers will do, is they'll get a fresh new power play unit out. See if they can get some mojo going here with Quentin Hill, Alex Johnson, and Gino Colangelo.
My goodness.
That was not pretty.
All right, Hamady and Hintz set up at the point here with the forward setup here for the Pointers again. Hintz near side will get it, but it deflects up into the roof and will immediately get a whistle. It's off the Blue Golds though, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Shots on goal 15-8 now in favor of the Blue Golds. Quentin Hill digs in the face-off circle and wins the draw. That's a good start there. Here's Gino Colangelo, near side, trying to dance free. Now they'll set Johnson to Colangelo, comes in tight. Now comes in the middle, bouncing puck. Set up Alec Hamady pretty good here, but couldn't get free for a shot. Johnson with it now, off the near wall to Hintz at the blue line. He'll wire a shot through, hit a body, pinballs off the top of the net. Oh my goodness, it rested on top of the net and then bounced off the backside. Second time in the period here, the Pointers have somehow not scored.
They had Guchar dead to rights up high, Tom.
Yep. Now far side, up in the air, glove down in the neutral zone. Blue Golds look to send it in, but it caught up in the linesman, and Proctor will squirt it to Alex Johnson now. Johnson ahead, here's Quentin Hill, leaves it back near side. Hamady full speed in on the right wing. Hamady behind the net, centers it through, rolling puck coming. Quentin Hill with a shot. Guchar a save off the face mask. Up into the netting and out of play with 5 seconds remaining on the power play.
And that's better by the Pointers. Get the puck up high. Guchar has been leaving the top quarter of the net wide open as he goes down into the butterfly, and that's where he's been beaten in the past, is up high, up around the head, shoulders area. You gotta force the puck up high. They had too many shots in the emblem of the Blue Golds in the first period.
All right, Gabe Randall out there now. Cam Markham. Bennett Kopel. 5 seconds remaining. And Pointers control the draw. Eftimowski skating in Norris. He hammers a shot. That goes just wide as it's fought off by Guchar. Puck still loose at the half wall on the far side. Pointers send it deep. Kopel, Cam Markham hustling to get to it on the near side. He's pasted, but Kopel in there to help him out along with Gabe Randall. Half wall on the near side. Kopel away with it. Out to the point far side. Norris wires a shot wide again. Here's Cam Markham behind the net. Squirts out. Blue Golds off the near wall and down the length of the ice. This will be an icing call here against Eau Claire with 14:42 to go here in the second.
Yep, you get a power play, get some good momentum going your way. Now you build off of it and get an offensive zone shift here. A long shift here for the Eau Claire players as they didn't get most of their penalty killers off as the Pointers had the puck deep. So a long extended shift and a long change here in the second period.
And here's the Blue Golds with Leo Bacala, all kinds of speed. Shot fired, that wires wide. And comes back into the neutral zone. Eau Claire back in their own end now. Man, that came out of nowhere. Proctor around the boards, far side through. Bunting will get it ahead to Turner Richards. Lost the handle. Bunting brings it back the other way in on the left wing. Bunting drags a shot. He's pasted but got a good shot off. Quentin Hill shoves it to the near corner, but nothing there. Near side and lifted. This is down the length of the ice again. 14:05 to go, and Sean Eau Claire clearly content to live for another day strategy here.
Absolutely. You expect that from the Blue Golds from time to time. They are not worried about icing the puck once things start getting hot in their defensive end. However, it's you got 14 minutes to go here in the second period. Might be a little bit too early to deploy that strategy.
Why not? Here's Hunter O'Brien with it now. Slides it along the blue line. Racigal tees it through. Pad save made by Guchar. No rebound there. Racigal leaping up off the glove to hold it in. Tried to shove it toward the front to Pizarchuk. Now here's Shemilevsky on the far side, picks it away. Boy, picked a pocket, but then Connor Thompson did the same. He's back the other way. 3-on-2. Oh, intercepted, shot wired wide. Oh boy, Leo Bacala had the one-timer wired, but it is Connor Thompson stepping right in front of him to uncork one wide, and now it's the Pointers who ice the puck here. 13:28 to go in the second. Still a 1-0 lead for Eau Claire.
Yeah, puck will come back down to the Pointer defensive end. What do you think, Tom? Was that a bullet dodged with Bacala not being able to lace up the one-timer? He was ready and waiting for that puck to come in.
Yeah. Face off to the right side of Alex Proctor. Blue Goals win another draw, cycling out high. Nolan Greer with a shot fired. Proctor with a save. Now a rebound to the near side. Oh, Alex Johnson with a nifty move here to gain control of the puck. Gets it ahead to Pizarchuk. He'll flip it deep. Pizarchuk on the chase, but Logan Gans steps in front of him. Now it's Colangelo swiping for it, but Luke Lavery with it back in on the far side. Colangelo with a bump there, can't free it up. Owen Dean going to get to it now on the near side. Pointers look to go the other way, off the stick. Boy, just a passing not crisp here. As Colangelo now bumps it, Hamady in to help. He'll bump it free. Still loose there near the red line. It's a 2-on-1 back the other way. Lavery in. Lavery waits, wires a shot, missed the net. Oh boy, he could have dished to Easton Inglis and had an easy chance, but wired it over the top of the net instead. Here's Blake Norris for the Pointers off the far side and in. As the chase game continues, Colangelo to the side of the net. Pointers flat-footed again here, can't possess the puck. Dane Hoyard gloves it near side. Picking him up is Blake Norris. Colangelo in. Ryan Hintz now tried to shove it back to the far side, but ricocheted off one of the Blue Goals. Hoyard giving chase, but the Pointers clear it to Ryan Hintz on the far side. And this deflects off the Blue Goals into the roof and out of play. We'll get a whistle. 12:04 to go in the second. Sean, I always forget the Pointers goaltending coach Chris Nelson.
Yes.
Blue Gold.
I know. It's the one strike he's got, right?
31 games played.
Okay.
4-9-3. Goals against average of 4.44.
Okay.
0-3 against the Pointers all the time. Yeah. That was in the rough years for the Blue Goals,
yes.
We can all identify with. Been great getting to know him here over the last couple of years and helping out the Pointer goaltenders, coaching youth hockey as well. That guy spends a lot of time at the rink. All right, Eau Claire now off the far wall, kicked at by Andrew Hayek on the far side to hold. They'll spin, shot in front of goal. Oh, redirected right in front. This is going to be Cade Peterson. Right place, right time. Beats Alex Proctor, 2-0 Eau Claire with 11:46 to go in the second.
Yep, as the Pointers lost track of Peterson. It was going to be a mini 2-on-1 right in front of Proctor. The Pointers kind of hemmed it up just enough, and then it broke down again. And Peterson on the right in front got the 5-hole of Alex Proctor, and the Blue Goals are up 2-0. No, zero chance there.
None whatsoever. So Peterson with his third of the year, and now they're coming right back again. Look to center, shot fired, fought off there. And what do we have here? Whistling it off sides. So Peterson from Herzberg and Hayek is the tally for the Blue Goals, and Sean, they have taken this crowd 100% out of this game.
Absolutely.
Cade Peterson from Tyler Herzberg and Andrew Hayek at 8:14. All right, here's Trey Ganetz. Dumps it in, Racigal behind, now Bunting. Good job to clear the zone here. Blue Goals get there first. Connor Thompson tried to fire it back deep. Pointers got a body on it. Long range pass here. Bunting going to be the first to get there, so no icing. Bunting keeps it going, slides it out to Joe Manning. He'll fire a shot, just missed wide far side. Here's Adam Racigal now. Racigal around behind the net, Quentin Hill. Bunting back in there here on the near side, centered through, cleared up here. Blue Gold's trying to get it ahead. Here's Wyatt Carlson back the other way. Alex Proctor out to play it in the near corner. And a bouncing puck on the far side. Blue Gold's force a turnover again. Watch out here as coming in on the back door is Logan Gans, but didn't see him. Blue Gold's with it now, coming up on the midway point, and Blue Gold's in firm control of this game right now. Shot save made by Proctor. Rebound goes wide, and a shot block trickles out, held into the blue line. Here's the Blue Golds. A shot that switched direction. Kicked at by Alex Johnson to the near side. He's thumped. And the Blue Golds keep the cycle going. They need a change here. And that allows the Pointers to gain control. Adam Racigel into the neutral zone. Boy, every time there's a stick, there's a shin, there's a whatever. Owen Dean with a hip check on the near side. That's too late. And that allows Max Dronin. He gets thumped by Eftimowski, but got through it. Near corner, Hoyer around. Alex Johnson, the first to get there on the far sideline. He'll put the brakes on it and veer back here. He and Blake Norris had their wires crossed here, and that's going to allow the Blue Golds to start putting the forecheck pressure on. Now kick free. Got a fortunate bounce to Colangelo. He whiffed on the pass, and Logan Gans ends up with it, back far side. Absolutely nothing going here for the Pointers. And here's Hoyard in near side. Hoyard body position, muscle down, shoves it toward the front of the net. Slides out, Owen Dean with it now. Dean circling back with Colangelo ahead. Blake Norris joining the play. Norris chops at it. Here's Colangelo, side of the net. Ends up behind the net, and picking it up is Easton Inglis. Inglis got thumped, but cleared it out ahead. Nolan Greer. Greer coming in, power move, shot and a goal. Walked a defender, came in, 9:10 to go in the third. It is all Blue Golds, 3-0.
They've hit another level, haven't they?
Wow.
As they scored that second goal and then kicked it up another notch. The Pointers unable to answer. And that last goal tells the whole story here, Tom.
Yeah.
As it just walked a defender and went right around. Power move on Alex Proctor. And the Blue Golds are up 3-0.
All right, so the hole gets deeper. Nolan Greer unassisted. Now Pizarchuk turnover, walks in, breakaway shot and a goal. Well, that's how you get back in it. Cody Pizarchuk read the pass beautifully, came in all alone, snapped it past Guchar. Pointers on the board.
Okay, well, get some life into the building. That didn't take long either, Tom.
Wow.
As the Pointers won the puck, and then it was Pizarchuk. What a little nifty deke to beat Guchar glove side and low. And the Pointers are
on the board
lead to 2.
All right. So Pizarchuk, Sean, with his team best 5th of the year to tie Chris Engelbert. Pizarchuk unassisted at 11 minutes, I believe, is what we have. Pizarchuk back with it again. Hintz, rink wide, and here's Nico Shemilevsky. Back to Pizarchuk again. Pizarchuk coming, throws it through, redirected wide. Blue Gold's able to clear it out, Hintz back it. Pointers showing some life here for the first time tonight. As now through the neutral zone it goes, near side Hintz. Shoves it back, Shemilevsky into the near side. Shemilevsky waits, dumps, here's Ryan Hintz, comes walking in. He'll fire a shot, Guchar with a save and no rebound. And we will get the media timeout. 8:25 to go in the third. 3-1 Blue Golds here on the Pointers Sports Network.
People's State Bank is more than a place to bank. They're your neighbors, here to support your success. Located at 138 McDill Avenue in Stevens Point, People's is proud to champion local businesses, families, students, and dreams. Whether you're saving for tomorrow or making a big move today, they're here for you every step of the way. Enjoy access to experienced bankers, digital solutions, fraud prevention tools, and more. Learn more at bankpeoples.com. Member FDIC. At Papa John's Pizza, the secret to success is much like the secret to making a great pizza. The more you put into it, the more you get out of it. Whether it's signature sauce, toppings, original fresh dough, or even the box itself, Papa John's invests in ingredients to ensure the finest quality pizza. Call Papa John's at 715-972-1414 for delivery, or stop by Division Street for carryout to order your favorite pizza, breadsticks, or wings today. Papa John's, a proud sponsor of Pointer Athletics. At the UW.
All right, back here at Willett Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon, second period media timeout. Pointers have gotten on the board. Cody Pizarchuk, 5th of the year. 8:25 to go here. And notable spark here from the Pointers.
Yep, absolutely. You get, what, 8:25 to go here in the period.
Long way to go.
You gotta keep yourself about.
Gabe Randall will take the draw out there with Cam Markham and Bennett Copel. In the near corner. Markham after it. Far wall. Pointers get a good bounce here, but it ricochets away from Markham to Max Dronin. Big hit on the far board. Still through the neutral zone. Blue Golds backhanded in, but they're offsides. Delayed offsides. Pointers with it. Here's Joe Manning. Along the near boards, Cam Markham pokes it in. Manning gloves it down in the near side to hold the zone. Big hit there. Here comes Randall. Throws it in front of the net. Bouncing puck through. Blue Golds pick it out and chip it wide. Trying to win a foot race. Logan Gans cuts around. Joe Manning veers him off. Blue Golds throw it back through to the middle. Intercepted. Here's Gabe Randall. Might be a 3-on-2 if the Pointers can hustle. Randall near side. Draws a defender in. Leaves for Markham. Markham looks to center. Goes to Bennett Copel now at the end board. Copel in, keeps it going. Copel centers it. Randall fires a shot. Pad save made. Oh, a sneaky little shot there from Gabe Randall. That Guchar with a pad save. Now they'll walk in, and Alex Proctor will kick it as Tyler Hersberg walked a defender but lost the handle on the puck as he did so. 7:18 to go here in the second. Pointers trail by a pair, but showing some signs of life here. Blue Golds now try to veer it back. Randall picks the body up. Pointers jam it up high, and Alex Proctor snares that with the glove, and he'll hang on. 7:05 to go here in the second.
That face-off will stay deep in the Pointers' end here.
3-0 Stout over River Falls, 2-0 Superior over Beloit. All right, face-off to the left side now of Alex Proctor. Pointers trying to dig themselves out of a 3-0 hole here. Quentin Hill, unable to cleanly hold it. It was Heidi. He'll fire a shot off a skate behind the net. Luke Lavery. Pointers with it again. Here comes Bunting ahead. His backhander ahead for Turner Richards goes too far. They'll spin him around. They walked right into Bunting, and Blake Norris got a stick on it. Bouncing puck coming. Richards side of the net. Bunting jams at it. Tried to go in front. Richards shot blocked there by Heidi on a good defensive recovery. Now he'll throw it ahead. Blake Norris on his horse, fortunately, and a whistle and an icing call. 6:35 to go here in the second.
Blake Norris could skate, Tom. Huh? He picked that puck up at the offense or the red line and just made sure the Blue Golds would not pass him on the race of the dots to force the icing call.
Michael Eftimowski, junior out of Toronto, will be Sean's guest coming up in our second intermission. Love that. At least get another one here as the Blue Golds ice the puck again. No icing. And I don't think the Pointers are big fans of that wave off, as now Eau Claire with it out high off the shoulder of Alex Johnson. Hintz behind the net. Ryan Hintz reverses back. Cross ice pass. Pizarchuk is open but didn't see him. Shemilevsky now in. Shemilevsky down. Gets it to Pizarchuk. Tried to shove it back in front. Blue Golds clear it out. Hintz. Back up far side. And through the neutral zone, here comes Carter Bradley. Shot fired. Proctor with a save. He'll hang on. 5:55 to go here in the second. 3-1 Eau Claire.
The Pointers have to get the intensity level going, and Cody Pizarchuk's done that. He's got the goal, and he was wide open, Tom, looking for that home run pass right up the middle to get a breakaway opportunity on Guchar.
Just under 6 minutes to go in the second period. Same two teams tomorrow night from Eau Claire. If you can't make the trip over, we're on at 6:40 on the Pointers Sports Network. Off the draw, out of the zone. Carter Bradley back to get it. Off the near wall and harpooned in with a backhander in. Alex Proctor is going to, I think he had visions of trying to steer it with a paddle, and it kind of took a goofy bounce and instead covers it.
Good play. Live for another day, right? When you're in that position, just close things down and get a face-off.
Augsburg leading the Eau Claire women 2-0 in that battle of ranked teams. I'll tell you, these WIC schools on the women's side, Sean, without an automatic bid, they're not afraid with the old strength of schedule flex.
No, they not. They will play anybody, anytime.
Pointers now behind the net. Aiden Mosier near side for Owen Dean as a little helter-skelter here for the Dogs. Alec Hamady waits for it on the near side. Now he'll get it through the middle. Defender in on him. Plays the body, so he'll chip it back. Here's Hunter O'Brien. Near side. And now it's Mosier again. And the Blue Golds are getting the 2 forechecker pressure on here with regular authority here. Hand pass here. We'll get a whistle. 5:07 to go in the second. Face off just outside the Pointer blue line on the near side. Gabe Randall out there with Bennett Kopel and Cam Markham. Lead pass, here's Bennett Kopel in. Kopel coming in, Cam Markham with a shot. Oh, what a shot block by Carter Green. A outstanding setup by the Pointers, but Green blocked the shot. Now they're back the other way. Max Dronen firing a shot. Blocker aside by Proctor to the near side. Norris giving chase now. He'll get to it in the far corner. Slides it ahead for Kopel again. Gabe Randall lets it go. Blake Norris, he's just going to get on the horse and bring it in near side. Flips it. Took a weird bounce off the glass. Blue Golds around to the far side. In possession of it, Leo Bacala. He's spun around there. Quentin Hill will get to it. Hill turning ahead. Here's Bunting. Left wing has Richards as a trailer. Now leaves it for Norris. Norris in, wires a shot. Glove save made by Guchar, and he'll hold on. So we'll get an offensive zone face-off here for the Pointers. Let's see here. Face-off dot has not been kind to the Pointers here tonight, as Eau Claire has won 16 of 27 face-offs. Kind of making up for it here in the second period, I guess. I spoke too soon. All right, now here's a shot by Racigal, backhanded and flipped wide. Turner Richards near side. They'll get it around Joe Manning and icing. Nope, not far enough for icing. Joe Manning back to Racigal. Racigal up. Oh, hit the referee, but came right back to Racigal. Thank you. Pointers have gotten that break a couple times here tonight. Shumalevsky digs it free for a minute. Manning now back with it. Here's Shumalevsky at center ice. Cuts to the right wing with Richards. Richards looks to center it, but a defender got a stick on it. That's Cade Peterson. Alex Proctor hammers it off the near wall ahead. Pizarchuk is hammered here on the near side. And the Blue Golds dig it free. Boy, Cade Peterson with a strong defensive play. Shot blocked. Does this go into the roof? No, but into the netting. We'll get a whistle. 3:29 to go in the second. Boy, they play the wall hard, Sean, don't they?
Yes, they do.
My goodness.
The Pointer coaching staff knew exactly what they were going to get themselves into as far as playing the wall hard. They take away the Pointers' outlets so quick. The defensive crew for Stevens Point has to be so good with that first pass to get the puck out cleanly.
All right, a pile up in the face-off circle. Allows the Pointers to throw it behind the net. Shumalevsky.
That's not good enough. You got to make a good first pass.
Yeah. Now Alex Johnson bails him out, though, and now hits a body again. And man, oh man, sticks everywhere here. And now up ahead, here's Alex Johnson in 2-on-1 with Shumalevsky. Johnson chips it through, just missed out high. Mosier with a shot fired. Defender goes into Guchar. Now it rolls in and he covers it up. He's got no stick and able to get down and cover it up. And now it's Shumalevsky. A little shoving to the side of the net, but boy, another chance. The recovery effort of the Blue Golds here, Sean. I think, kind of that back pass to go to the back door. A couple times they've had a defender get a piece of it. Otherwise, it's slam dunk city.
Yo, absolutely. The nice job by the Pointers to work through that little 50-50 scrum at the offensive blue line or the defensive blue line and get a good lead pass up through the neutral zone, and that created the 2-on-1. Now Matt Lone trying to get a late switch in. Little gamesmanship there as he sees the Pointers getting a little bit, and the Pointers really want things going.
2:56 to go here in the second. Now Lecamity wins the draw. Back. Oh, and Dean with a shot, just missed. Rebound, turning shot. That's fired wide. Dean will get to it. Half wall, backhands it ahead. Now got it back. Owen Dean through a stick check. Couple of stick checks. Fires a shot. Guchar, a pad save. Boy, that was a screen in front of him. Now whittles through a defender. And Owen Dean on the back check. But speed of Luke Lavery coming in. They'll center it. Nobody home. Here's Dean again, back in transition. Rink wide, just out of the reach of Hamady. Hamady will get to it, but can't hold the zone. Here's now Aiden Mosier, far side. Colangelo in to help him out. Hamady pokes it free. He'll get around a defender, maybe a 2-on-1. Hamady comes in, looks, leaves, back, coming in, shot, pad, save made. Guchar holds strong as Gino Colangelo could not jam it through. On the doorstep once again. 2:05 to go in the period. Pointers again. Blake Norris fights his way to the red line and gets the puck deep. Pointers finishing a change here. Max Rojo around, far side. Norris ties it up. Shemolevsky in to help out, but digging it free is Andrew Hayek. Behind his own net in a backhander, Eftimowski stumbled into that. 2-on-2 back the other way. Here comes Connor Thompson. Thompson ridden into the far boards by Alex Johnson. Shemolevsky kicks it to Pizarchuk. Pizarchuk floats it. He'll get it deep, changes direction. He'll give chase far corner. Johnson swiping for it. Bodied down there by Shemolevsky. He'll cycle back out high. Shemolevsky now coming up. Nico tried to throw it toward the net, just trying to get a puck on net. And cleared around. Eftimowski had it, and the Blue Golds clear it out. Off the far wall, Logan Gans with it. And here's Hunter O'Brien sending it in. Guchar back to play it, near corner. Colangelo the first to get there in the near corner. Gino Colangelo looking to center. Now kicks it free and then lost the handle on it, and Logan Gans with it. He'll bring it out. Gans slides it up to the far corner. A minute to go here in the second period. Alex Proctor a collision, but able to poke the puck ahead. Pointers back to the middle. Alex Johnson's out of gas here. He'll get to it. Now get it ahead of Pizarchuk into the far side. Pizarchuk flicks it deep. He accelerates. Now veers off far corner. Tries to center it. Picked up there by Carter Bradley. Battle of 12s in the far corner. And let's see. Hunter O'Brien in there as well. Colangelo rips a shot. Glove save made by Guchar. 36 seconds to go here in the period.
Colangelo tried to beat Guchar short side on a sharp angle. Guchar had to reach across his body with that glove hand to snag that puck. Nice little sneaky shot by Gino Colangelo.
Two or more goal leads in all three of the WIAC road games here tonight by the road teams. Go figure. Rattled around the boards. O'Brien can't hold it. 30 seconds remaining here in the period. Pass off of Owen Dean on the near side. He'll get it back ahead. Hoyard will pick it up here for the Blue Golds. Now Carter Bradley ahead to Hoyard, right wing. Hoyard, little drag pass back through to the near side. This time it's the Blue Golds that can't connect on a pass. Now they try a wraparound in front. Proctor shut that one down. It's Carter Bradley, excuse me. Now a centering pass through to the middle. Dronin couldn't get it. 3 seconds remaining. Maybe a last second chance here. Nope, that'll do it. Well, 40 minutes in the books here, Sean. Pointers get on the board and show some life there in the latter stage of period number 2. And we'll have to dig out of a 2-goal deficit in the final 20 minutes. Eau Claire leading the Pointers 3-1. Back with a, let's see, we got a lot coming up here. Got a recap, some scores, and the junior Michael Eftimowski visit with Sean and our Pointer profile. 3-1 Eau Claire after 2 on the Pointers Sports Network.
UWSP Century School of Business and Economics, earning your Master's of Business Administration and Applied Leadership and Decision Making is more than personal growth, it's a transformation. Through the MBA program, you'll develop emotional intelligence, strategic thinking, and practical leadership skills to guide teams, drive decisions, and create lasting impact. You'll also gain tools to influence regional development and help build thriving communities where transformation fuels economic advancement. Visit uwsp.edu/MBA to learn more. Want to stay in the game online with the Pointers? Visit the official UWSP Athletics website, athletics.uwsp.edu. The online home of the Pointers provides the ultimate fan experience across all devices. You'll find the latest Pointers news, rosters, schedules, results, links to live broadcasts, statistics, and other links to the social media pages of the Pointers, and much, much more. Your gateway to the Pointers Sports Network, athletics.uwsp.edu.
Sure Tire and Service gets your car done right. Big town savings with with a small town smile. State of the art, good, your service keeps you going mile after mile. We're working to earn your trust. You can count on us. Sherrill Tire and Service. Get your car done right.
All right, back here at Willett Arena, our second intermission here. Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon, WIC matchup. Pointers getting back in it there in that second period, Sean, after really, I thought the first 30 minutes dominated by the Blue Goals.
Oh, absolutely. And then they scored and made it 3-0, and it really looked like the Pointers were done. But then 10 seconds later, Cody Pizarchuk comes in and breaks down the Eau Claire defense and beat Max Guchar.
All right, Trenton Heidi got the Blue Golds on the board, 6:36 of the first of the year from Danny Reese and Luke Lavery. Was 1-0 Eau Claire after one as the Blue Golds outshot the Pointers 13-8. 8-14, Cade Peterson, his third of the year from Tyler Herzberg and Andrew Hayek. Extended the lead to 2-0, and then at 10:50, Nolan Greer, his fourth of the year unassisted, made it 3-0 Blue Golds. And the Willett Arena faithful were silent for all of 10 seconds as Cody Pizarchuk off the face-off, poked it free, got around a defender, came in, beat Max Guchar for his fifth of the year on a breakaway unassisted, a mini breakaway, I guess you could say. One on the goalie, and that came at the 11-minute mark, 3-1 Eau Claire after two. Pointers outshoot the Blue Golds 11-8 in that second period, so the shots on goal through two periods, 21-19 in favor of Eau Claire. Blue Golds 0 for 1 on the power play, credited with 3 shots. Pointers 0 for 1, credited with 1 shot. Max Guchar, 10 second period saves for a game total of 18. And it's Alex Proctor, 6 second period saves for a game total of 18. Still 66% of the faceoffs there, Sean, as, let's see, the Blue Golds went 16-3 in the first period and then 12-11 in the second period. So a much better job by the Pointers from the dot in that second period here. And if you look at things so far, Pointers credited with 4 shot blocks, 5, and a couple more inside chances here for both these teams in period number 2. All right, other scores at River Falls. They've gone getting late, I should say, in the second period. Stout with 2 in the first, 1 more in the second. Nicholas Stevens in the second at 3:38 to extend the lead over River Falls to 3-0. Not much for power play activity there. Superior at Beloit. They've added a second period power play goal by Tyler Ryder at the 11:50 mark, outshooting Beloit 27-10. Superior with a 2-0 lead over Beloit. Getting late in the first period at Hamlin, it is the Pipers and Aurora in a non-conference matchup. That game is scoreless. And I think we've got some lockup of the old stat sheet again here, Sean. It is that Hamlin and Aurora game, I think, locked up, and then Trine was also leading Buffalo State 2-0, and that's locked up there. Nothing locked up in Adrian. The Bulldogs beat Hiram College 10-0, 4 in the first and 4 in the third. Went 3 for 4 in the power play to run their record to 8-2 overall. On the women's side, Augsburg after 2 in Minneapolis, leading Eau Claire 2-0. And it is Concordia Moorhead on the women's side and Superior scoreless after 2. Here, the Pointers going to have to come from behind in the third period if they want 3 points. In this matchup with Eau Claire, as it's the Blue Golds, a 3-1 lead. We'll take a break. When we come back, Sean's conversation with the junior defenseman, Michael F. Tomoski. Pointer Profile coming up next here on the Pointer Sports Network.
Pointers fans, stay connected to your favorite Pointers teams with the official mobile app of UW-Stevens Point Athletics, presented by Skyward. Featuring real-time news alerts, schedules, and more, the new UWSP Athletics app is free. To download the app to your smartphone or tablet, visit the Apple Store or Google Play Store and search for UWSP Pointers Athletics. The official mobile app of UW-Stevens Point Athletics, presented by Skyward.
We check your pulse. We examine your symptoms. But what we see is you. We see the promises of youth the joys of growth, and the wisdom of experience. Throughout your entire life's journey, we are right here with you, alongside you, and ready to serve you and your family, helping you get the most out of a healthy life. Healthcare is a lot of things, but the best care is human. Aspirus Health. Passion for excellence. Compassion for people.
Cousins Subs is proud to support UW Stevens Point Athletics and the entire Stevens Point community. Stop by Cousins at 109 Division Street and enjoy made-to-order subs, fresh sides like mac and cheese or fries, and delicious shakes. Order online or on the Cousins app for delivery or pickup. And don't forget to join the rewards program to earn points every time you order. Cousins Subs, we believe in better.
And continuing with our Pointer hockey coverage here on the Pointer Sports Network, we continue with our Pointer profiles. Tonight we grab the junior defenseman from Toronto, I believe.
Yep.
Ontario, Canada, Michael Eftimowski. And first of all, Mike, let's just talk about yourself. Thanks for taking the time before the game. I know that you're busy and doing stuff and meetings and all that stuff, but let's just talk about your junior year thus far and a 500 record. But with a good work this weekend, you guys can, be in a good position for the second half and kind of leap yourself into that second half and get rolling right away.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited. Junior year now, obviously now an upperclassman. Time's been flying.
Yeah.
But no, it's been good. We've had a little bit of ups and downs this season so far. I think we've just struggled offensively. I think last game against Beloit, I think the guys have gained a lot of confidence with putting the puck in the back of the net. So I'm excited to see how we go into these last two games before Christmas break. But yeah. Other than that, I think everything's been going good.
Yeah, and Tommy and I were talking about it on Saturday. Saturday night, it was the prototypical, let's get right. Let's get some good goaltending. Let's score some goals. Let's do a lot of good things to get yourself ready to go for this weekend.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's pretty much exactly how we took those games. We take every game to just the same, we go into it the same mentality, whether we're playing kind of a team like Beloit or whether we're playing a top 10 team in the country. And so it was nice to be able to kind of go in and score, like we said, 6 goals. It's a bit of a confidence booster for the guys. I know we have it. It's just it's been hiding. So hopefully we can let loose now with putting the puck in the net.
Talk about a couple things that you wanted to work on over the offseason to get better.
Yeah, so for me, I'm always taking pride in my defensive part of the game, but the offensive side is something I always look to improve. So that was a big thing. I'm always honing in my defensive abilities with the stick on puck, playing the body, but something that I was working on over the summer was just kind of becoming a little bit more, not offensive minded, but just a little more in my toolbox to be able to create some offense. So whether it was shooting, whether it was a little bit more poised with the puck, those are all things that I was working on over the summer.
And in this system, Mike, Coach Krieger loves when you guys get up in the play and make plays. That can only benefit you, right, in the long run?
Yeah, absolutely. He has a lot of confidence in our back end. He wants us to jump into the rush. He wants us tight gaps against these forwards, and I feel like that's where we find a lot of success is when the defense is going. I feel like our team's going, so that's one thing that we kind of hound on is jumping up in plays, keeping tight gaps, getting on their forwards quickly. And good first pass. A breakout is kind of the key to getting out of the zone, so we've been working a lot on just kind of breaking out with hard forecheck pressure, so I think we've been doing good with that as well.
Tommy and I have been at this for a while, and it's year 18 or whatever. It's hard to argue about the core of this defensive group. It's 7 guys. You guys can play anywhere, anytime, at any point in the game, and it doesn't matter. Coach Krieger has the utmost confidence in you. Talk about the defensive core. You 7 are just as strong as it can be.
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously, last year coming in with 5 freshman defensemen. You know what? It was a bit of a learning curve for those guys. Obviously, coming in from the junior level to now the college level, just with older guys. Guys are bigger, stronger, heavier. It took a little bit of adjustment, but I think throughout the year, all the guys gained confidence. And you know what? I'm confident, like you said, in all 6 other guys. We have the talent, we have the poise. So it's just, it's kind of going with that, and kind of I feel like we found our way. It's just how we can kind of start adding in on the offensive side. I think defensively, we're solid in our zone. There's a couple breakdowns here and there, but other than that, I think we got a really, really solid core back.
Yeah, the last couple of weeks, Hunter O'Brien's really kind of come up on the power play. He is an intense guy, first and foremost.
Yep.
But to play on the power play, to have that kind of touch for tippable shots, how difficult is that?
Yeah, no, I mean, I know what it was like in junior. I was power play one guy as well, and it's one of those things where you kind of got to have a little knack for it. You got to find lanes. You got to be able to put the puck in the right spot for guys to tip it. And I mean, at the end of the day, you need a little bit of puck luck as well.
Yeah.
And it's been on his side, and I hope it keeps going. The power play is something we need to be buzzing to get the boys going. It's really, really important, and it's been going. So hopefully it keeps going.
And he's tough as nails, isn't he?
Absolutely.
Intense, plays with tenacity. He's a guy that you want on your hockey team.
100%. Yeah, no, he's been a big part of the back end for us. Great player, like you said. He's hard to play against. He's tenacious, so we definitely need him to keep going for sure coming into the end.
All right. So I joked with you before that we would have some fun. So here's some fun questions.
Love it.
Enough hockey talk. If you could max out a credit card at any store with no replications, what store would it be, and what would you buy?
Oh gosh. Okay. I'm gonna go a little off the board here. I think I'm going to Trek bicycles.
Okay.
Buying a very, very expensive triathlon bike.
Okay.
And looking to do that just because one of my passions other than hockey is doing some like biking and running and swimming, like the triathlon stuff. And those bikes are really expensive. They get upwards of like close to 20 grand.
Yeah.
So going in and maxing out a credit card there would be kind of nice for me.
Absolutely. Dream foursome, and what golf course?
Ooh, dream foursome. Okay, I'm gonna go with. Okay, let's think. I'm gonna go with Paul Bissonnette.
Okay.
I love watching those sandbaggers. They're funny, and you know what? May as well throw Ryan Whitney in there as well.
Sure.
And then last guy, I'm gonna go. Got to be a really good golfer. I might go. Maybe Mac Boucher. He's a Canadian guy. He doesn't play on the tour. He plays some pro golf, but I love watching his videos, so I'd probably throw him in there.
What golf course?
Oh, probably maybe Spyglass.
Okay.
Spyglass
Out
is a
west?
good one. Yeah,
I thought you were going to give me a good Canadian Ontario one.
I thought about it, but you know what? Ontario's kind of tough. There's a couple nice courses in Ontario, but I'd have to go for one of those classics.
All right. Last week, obviously a good momentum week. This week we talked about how this is the best way to close out the first half with a home and home with your arch rivals in Eau Claire. What did you guys see on tape this week? What did you work on? Give us a couple keys for game one tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. So we know they're a hard pressuring team. They're 2-on-2 on the forecheck, but those first two guys are really hard. So we were working on breakouts, getting the puck out of the zone, keeping pucks moving, and then also they're lethal off the rush. So getting pucks deep, not like fooling around at the blue line or the red line, and just going to work, which is our forecheck. It's our bread and butter. So we've been working on getting on their D. Not giving them any life, same with their forwards, and that's the game plan for the weekend, and we're looking to execute it.
I get the sense this is a Pointer hockey weekend where it's get the ground game going, below the dots, and see what you can do at the end.
Absolutely. We're going to get them moving in the O zone. We're going to create some open space. Guys are going to be jumping to space and making plays, so hopefully we can put the puck in the back of the net and shut them down.
All right. Well, I love that because this is one of my favorite games of the year. I always circle it on the calendar. Thanks so much for taking the time. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
All right, that was Michael F. Demoski, the junior defenseman from Toronto, Ontario. More Pointer hockey coming up on the Pointer Sports Network.
Nothing beats the excitement of UW-Stevens Point athletics. Advance tickets for men's hockey and basketball are available online at tickets.uwsp.edu or by calling the University Information and Ticket Office at 715-346-4100. Game day tickets for all Pointers events go on sale at the door 1 hour prior to game time, with group pricing available with 48-hour advance purchase required. Get your seat in the dog pound today at tickets.uwsp.edu. All right, ready to roll here for period number 3. Eau Claire a 3-1 lead. Pointers with a little momentum push and got to keep her going. Ryan Hintz throws it in. Shemilevsky chips for it behind the net, and it goes up into the netting and out of play. 9 seconds in. Pointers will get an offensive zone faceoff. Got to be better in all phases.
Yep, I agree. They got to show some juice here.
Your youngster Pizarchuk did a nice job to get you a little spark.
Mm-hmm. Who's going to be the next one to step up?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Had some chances here, too, that just, man, kind of the first half of the season in a microcosm.
Yep.
Here. Just can't finish. Face off to the left side of Guchar. And Shemilevsky, backhander flip. Guchar with a save and covers the rebound. Well, that's where you start, in the face-off dot.
Yes. What was it, 82% after one period or something along those lines? That is unreal number.
It leveled off to 66% through 2. Shot, Guchar, save, rebound, shot, and the goal. Mikko Shemilevsky to the side of the net. In the opening minute, the Pointers get within a goal.
Well, that's what you needed, Tom.
Yep.
A good shot on goal originally from the far wall. Forced Guchar with a big old rebound. Nico there on the doorstep. It'll be his second of the year. And the Pointers just down 1 here.
All right.
That's what you needed.
And they'll send that, well, let's see. They'll put Hamady out there with Colangelo and Owen Dean now. Tripped up on the play. Shemilevsky from Alex Johnson and Ryan Hintz at 21 seconds. We got a 1-goal game. Near corner, around the near side, then cleared out. Eftimowski back to get it off the stick of Alex Proctor. 2 forecheckers in. Hamady trying to chip it out. Behind the net for the Blue Golds, Tyler Hersberg throws it in front. Nobody home. Now they slide it too far. Heidi with a shot. Good shot block there by the Pointers. They'll lift it up again. Colangelo giving chase. Hayek gloves it down. Bouncing puck in on Alex Proctor, and he's going to cover. We'll get a face-off here. 21 seconds in. Nico Shemilevsky is second of the year. Alex Johnson, Ryan Hintz get the assists. Did the work along the wall to create the chance.
Exactly. And Alex Johnson just flipped the puck on net, and I think it caught Guchar off balance as he gave up a big old rebound, and it went right to Nico's stick.
And Nico had a defender all over him,
did.
too. All right, Aiden Mosier in the near corner as the Pointers win another draw. Sean Bunting to it on the near side. He'll zip it ahead. Turner Richards kicked at. Now they turned it over and back the other way. Easton Inglis. Inglis, far side. He's bumped. Loose, goes behind the net. Couple of defenders in there. Sean Bunting spun it away for the moment, but Eau Claire gets it back. Far corner, Luke Lavery. He's picked up there. Bunting in there again. Lost his stick. Kicked free. Racigal in there, and Proctor will calm it down, and Quentin Hill now comes away with it. Off the glass, tries to get it out. Ricocheted, but did not come out. And finally, I think the Pointers able to clear it out. Turner Richards going to dig it free. Joe Manning to Quentin Hill on the near side. Hill spins, good body position, gets it to Bunting, fights his way to the red line, but it flips up and out of play. And boy, that was a tough couple of seconds there for Sean Bunting.
And Quentin Hill.
Doing the heavy lifting in front of the Pointer bench here.
Quentin Hill took a chop right in the face and then got the puck to Bunting with good body position, and then Bunting tried just to advance it into the offensive end. Took a couple chops as well.
Off the draw, bounces wide of Alex Proctor on a long-range shot to the near corner. Gabe Randall first to get there for Stevens Point. Randall, defender. Actually, no, the Pointer is sent down hard in the near corner. Hunter O'Brien hints. Now to O'Brien again. Still loose. Now Randall is bumped. That turns over, a one-timer. That shot went wide. Rebound comes all the way out. Another shot. Good shot block there by the Pointers. Hintz throws it behind the net, but right to one of the Blue Golds. They look to center. As the Pointers a little disoriented here. Out to the point again. Shot save made by Proctor. Rebound push wide. Now up in the air it goes. Comes out between the circles. Bennett Kopel tries to shove it through a defender's leg. Able to get it out. Boy, he just missed Gabe Randall. Or he's off on a two-on-one with Cam Markham. Now Eftimowski plays the body. Dane Hoyard walks through. Poked away from him. Eftimowski will get it. Pointers trying to race through. Alex Johnson in, reaching forward on the far side along with Eftimowski. Johnson, far corner, beat there by Trenton Heidi. Far side, Eftimowski again. Long range shot, double deflection, shot to goal! Near side, it's Shemileski again! Another juicy rebound by Guchar. We are tied at 3.
Oh, and another great win by Alex Johnson along the far boards there. Starts that off, and he has Nico and Cody Pizarchuk going to the net. Nice little wrist shot from the Pointer defense from Michael Eftimowski. Big old rebound and slam dunk goal for Nico. His second of the night. We're tied at 3.
All right, Alex Johnson. Off the draw, kicks off a skate. Johnson again, back the other way, Shemilevsky. He'll bring it in near side, poked away from him, now keeps it going. Shot to the side of the net. Around, Eftimowski kicks it to Pizarchuk in the far corner behind the net. Shemilevsky right in front, shot, pad save made. Johnson with a rebound. Goes to Shemilevsky, shot. Oh, another save by Guchar right in front, backhanded shot went just wide. A relentless sequence of pressure here by the Pointer. Shot bounces through to the far corner. Guchar might have gotten the glove on it. Intercepted again, Eftimowski. Alex Johnson. Blue Golds at center ice. In is Logan Gans near side. Little stop-start, pad save. Big rebound left here, and Pointers to it. Here is Colangelo to the right wing. Now it's Pizarchuk, had his pocket pick. Pointers finishing a change, and Logan Gans picks it up, and he'll come in. Gans around, looks to backhand it. A stick check this time by the Pointers out high. Now it's Owen Dean with it for the Pointers. Dean ahead to Hamady, just out of his reach. Hamady first to get there on the near side. He goes awkwardly in and shoved on the near side. He's back to his feet quickly, though. And let's see. Oh, boy. And I don't know if it's a hand issue
His
or
thumb
fingernail.
is dislocated,
Thumb.
Tom.
Oh, boy. Now near side, and here is Colangelo ahead. Gabe Randall will get to it on the near side. Near corner, Trey Ganetz. Spun around on the near side. 15-20 to go. We're tied at 3. Racigal, a shot low to the ice, gloved by Guchar, and he'll hang on.
Good save.
Alec Hamady, all I heard was my thumb's out.
It was. I got a real good look at it as it came off. He was showing the training staff. Yep.
No thanks.
Yep, exactly. I think he'll be okay. Just make sure there's no more damage there.
15-20 to go here in the third. And the Pointers have sprung right back into this one.
I don't know where that came from, honestly, Tom.
Yep. Here's Racigal firing a shot blocked up into the netting.
They've hung around just enough, right?
Yep.
And they've been opportunistic here in the first 5 minutes of the third period, and they've gotten themselves back to even in this game. And they've come back from 3-0 down. Remember, they were 3-0 down, and down and out until they
Cody
scored
Pizarchuk.
a goal. Yep.
Off the face-off. Oh, Cam Markham with a sidewinder of a shot that went just wide. Kopel reaching after it. Racigal now on the near side. And cleared out by the Blue Golds. Gabe Randall back to get it. Randall ahead at center ice. Here's Kopel. He is in off sides. Racigal puts the brakes on as he and Randall touch up. 14:50 to go in the third, tied at 3. Through the skates, far side, Nolan Greer. In, Hintz, spinning around. Racigal to it, shoves it up near side, glove down, poking at it as the Blue Golds. Pointer is Turner Richards with it, and it flips up and out of play. And we get a whistle, 14:34 to go here. Sean, shots on goal now, 25-23 in favor of the Pointers.
Yep, good job. They're slowly getting themselves right in the thick of this.
Center ice face-off here. We don't get many pucks up and out of play with the netting here now, Sean. Off the roof occasionally. Now Eftimowski was hooked as he tried to sling it in. And icing call here against the Blue Golds. 14:23 to go in the third. Stout lead is 3-0. Superior lead is 2-0.
How about the Blue Devils, Tom?
Yep. Yep.
So very important.
Sean Trine did beat Buffalo State 4-1, by the way.
All right.
And again, Adrian 10-0 winners in those
Herming College
non-conference games. And Stats seem to be locked up from Hamlin, that Aurora, after losing to Lawrence. Got to think they're eager to get back at it. I was thinking they were off after that loss last Saturday. Turner Richards behind the net, trying to free it up for the Pointers as it's underneath, and Richards comes away with it. Richards tried to slide it out to the blue line, but it's intercepted. Connor Thompson back the other way. Thompson picked up here. Oh boy, Blake Norris with a heady play, and then gets help from Eftimowski. Near side, a freight train of a hit by Bunting, can't free it up, slides through. Bunting waiting for it, but it's Turner Richards that picks it up. Richards flips it far side. He'll give chase. Blue Golds were going off, or excuse me, the Pointers are going off on a change. Joe Manning in there. He will get the puck deep. 13:30 to go in the third, tied at 3. It's a lot of threes, my friend.
Yes, it is.
Dane Hoyard, as the great Pat Foley would say, tree, turdy, tree.
That's right.
Johnson in, far side. Trailer of a shot. Guchar, a pad save as Joe Manning with a sneaky little wrap around a defender from long range. Now Johnson throws it out toward the front of the net, loose again. Pointers had a stick on it, but it's intercepted, and Logan Gans back the other way. Gans cuts to the far side. Manning forces him wide, shovels it backdoor Hoyard, but out of his reach. Near side, it is Trenton Heidi activating. He'll go toward the far corner. Manning got there first. Pizarchuk had it, lost it, but the Blue Golds couldn't hold the zone. They'll bring it back into their own end to Andrew Hayek. And Hayek and Heidi resend. The red line near side, Bacala in. Bacala walks through, wires a shot. That just missed. Actually, a little tick of the blocker, I believe, by Alex Proctor. Here's Bacala again, walks again, and then goes down in the play, lost an edge.
Whoa.
And then slung it around far side. Blue Golds with possession here. They'll get it deep behind the net. It's Bacala again. He's got to be a senior by now,
yes,
right?
Yes, he is.
Now, here's a turnover. Pizarchuk back the other way with Colangelo. Pizarchuk cuts back through the middle, waits for help. Colangelo to the front of the net. Now they walk it through just out of the reach of Gabe Randall. Now Colangelo behind the net, shoulders it. Blue Golds able to clear it out, and Decade Peterson on the far side. He'll lift it off the near wall. Hunter O'Brien, a rolling puck, will wait. Now slides it. Hintz on the far side through a check, brings it in, keeps his balance, looks to give it up for a shot. Instead, keeps it going. He'll go to the backhand in the near corner, thumped off there, but got it behind the net to Randall. Owen Dean trying to chase it down, but Easton Inglis there first. Inglis near side, long range pass here by the Blue Golds is an icing call. And we'll get a whistle with 11:35 to go in the third, in a game that looks a whole heck of a lot different than it did about 30 minutes ago.
It does. Absolutely. It felt like the Pointers have been playing behind the 8 ball all night. They get 2 quick goals here in the third period to get things tied back up and all to play for now.
All right, here's Blake Norris swatting it in the zone, but the Pointers are offsides. Hill, Richards, Bunting, the forward line out here for the Pointers. And Bunting took it away, coming right in front. Blue Golds cleared out. Here's Blake Norris with it now. Norris feeds it behind the net. Richards cuts it off, tips it to the far corner. Eftimowski back to Quentin Hill. Hill around on the near side. Norris hustling to hold it. Blue line on the near side, up the middle. Here's Bunting. Had it, lost it, got it back, can't get a shot off. Slides it out high to Norris. Cross ice and almost right to the stick of Luke Lavery. Now Lavery gets it. He'll come back in. Broken up nicely there. Blake Norris. They tried to shove it ahead. Norris gets it back. Norris ahead, just out of the reach of Bunting. A couple of big hits on the far side here. And it's Eau Claire walking in on side. Long range shot shouldered by Proctor to the far corner. Blue Golds with it. Spinning out high. Shot to goal. Oh, a laser beam of a shot from Nolan Greer finds the upper left-hand corner of the net. Blue Golds back on top at 4-3.
And that might be, and that might be an unassisted one as well, Thomas. It went through clean. I don't think Proctor saw it all. Up and over the shoulder on the stick side of Alex Proctor, and Eau Claire takes the lead. That'll be Greer's second of the night.
I don't think it was deflected. It looked like it went straight in.
Right.
So, now here's Eau Claire walking in. Yeah, Greer gets the goal. Now poked free, Shemilevsky. Now he'll work it free on the near side, but Trey Gannett's the first to get there. Now Alex Johnson with it, ahead to Shemilevsky, but off the back of his skate as we approach the midway point of the third period. Far side. Here is Aiden Mosier for the Pointers. A nice job to rim it around. Shemilevsky turned it over. Shot fired. Big save by Alex Proctor on a terrible turnover. And cleared out. Here's Cody Pizarchuk hustling. He will get there, so no icing. Blue Golds throw it back out into the neutral zone. Bennett Kopel sends it back to Hunter O'Brien. Pass up ahead. Here's Gabe Randall in on the far side. Randall taken down. Randall back to his feet, throws it in front of the net, coming in. Racigal tried to slide it in front, and he's bumped off, but holds it now near corner. He'll work with Cam Markham, bouncing puck through. Now off of the skate of Bennett Kopel. Racigal shot kicked aside by Guchar. Now Markham again to the side of the net. This is Randall. Randall looks to center, instead out high to Hunter O'Brien. He'll accelerate up the far wall, carry it behind the net. Behind the net, around again. Pointers cut it off on the near side again. Trying to find Hunter O'Brien in the near corner. He'll body it up. Racigal waiting here back at the point on the near side with just one defender. Now it's Bennett Kopel. Will change. Comes back out again. Now the Blue Golds maybe a 3-on-2. It'll be just a 2-on-2 with a change. Logan Gans in, accelerates, puts the brakes on, cleared out. Pointers back the other way. Gabe Randall ahead. Hits it. Here's Cam Markham in on the far side. Markham with Hunter O'Brien. Colangelo trailing as well, but the Blue Golds steer it around. Big hit on the far side. Puck is loose, half wall in the near side. Hamady, good to see him back out there. And he will poke for it. Long range pass here and an icing call against the Blue Golds. 8:28 to go in the third. No media timeout with the icing call.
Yep, you're right. Icing call, so.
Yep. 4-3 Blue Golds here. In a game that Eau Claire led 3-0. We'll get a face off to the left side now of Max Guchar. Off the draw, they bring it. Norris near side. Waits for a defender to go down. Tries to throw it in front. Instead comes around. Short angle shot. Fought off by Guchar. Hoyer to the rebound. Aftomovsky tees it up. Shot. Cleared out by the Blue Golds and lifted out to center ice. Owen Dean hustling back to get it. He'll reverse back. He'll try to get full steam here. Now puts the brakes. Dances free. Feeds it ahead. Swing and a miss there by Blake Norris. And the Blue Golds send it in. Boy, it looked like it went off the netting, but they'll say no, it's good. Colangelo near side with it. Gino ahead, right wing, Owen Dean in. Dean had it, lost it, bumped off into the far boards. Separated from the puck there by Trey Gannett's. Now it's center ice. Aiden Mosier has a jump over his stick. 7:45 to go here in the third. Pointers trail by a goal. Mosier lost the handle, turnover coming in, sliding effort here.
Wow.
And a pile up there that somehow I think Ryan Hintz poked it free. Bunting trying to take it away. Blue Golds will dump it in. Proctor will glove it down to Hintz on the near side. They come crashing behind the net hard. Pointers now lifted up in the air, bouncing puck that Quentin Hill tries to restore order, but the Blue Golds dump it right back in again. 7:15 to go in the third. Pointers trail by a goal. They've erased a 3-goal deficit, but given it back here in the third period. Here is Turner Richards. Cuts to the left wing, cuts in front of Quentin Hill, brings it in. Richards, one hand and got pasted, but pushed the puck to the far corner. Blue Golds are going to lift it into the net and get out of play. 6:54 to go here in the third. And do we get the media timeout or no?
Because the puck went up into the netting.
All right. Faced off to the left side here now of Guchar, Alex Johnson. Colangelo spins free. Gino Colangelo gets some space out high, turns, fires a shot, glove save. Well, no shot, it's a bad shot. 6:47 to go, we'll get the media timeout on the Pointers Sports Network.
Pointers All-American beer is here thanks to the Stevens Point Brewery. Pointers All-American is a smooth, refreshing light beer brewed with 2-row malted barley, a select blend of hops, and a lot of passion for UWSP, with a portion of the proceeds supporting UWSP athletics. Get yours today at Pointers home games or visit the UWSP Athletics website for a list of local retailers. Pointers Athletics is a proud partner of the Safe Ride program with the Tavern League of Wisconsin. Please make it a point to drink responsibly. While the Pointers bring the heat
heat of the ice, McCain is bringing crispy golden fries to the dinner table. Score perfectly golden, perfectly delicious fries in the freezer aisle with McCain. When it's dinner time, you can count on McCain to deliver the fries the whole family will love just as much as their favorites. A reminder that corporate sponsorship is a wonderful way to activate your brand among Pointer fans. For more information, contact Clark Eckhoff at 715-302-1504.
All right, back here at Will Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon. Another ho-hum Friday night in the WIC, huh, buddy?
Always. Always. Love these weekends, Tom. Wow. Conference weekends.
Offensive zone face-off here for the Pointers. Johnson tips it far corner out of the reach of Shemaleski. Joe Manning pokes it around the boards again. Johnson will go after it again. Blue Golds ice it again. No, they'll say no. Proctor lets it go. Joe Manning picked up by a defender on the near side. Johnson slings it out. This is Cody Pizarchuk. Pizarchuk, near corner, lost his stick, kept it going. Blue Golds regained possession, tried to feed it to Easton Inglis. Here's Proctor to Joe Manning ahead. Pizarchuk will chip it in deep. Coming up on 6 minutes to go here in the third. Pointers trail by a goal. Which honestly, an hour ago, I didn't think you'd be in this position.
No.
Hamady now carves it around. Long range shot that Blake Norris tries to feed it ahead. Pizarchuk just out of his reach. It's going to reel in on Max Guchar. And Pizarchuk now, side of the net. No, you could tell he knew you can't spray the goalie, and he kind of went to the side. And
right.
They're having a good laugh about it. So 5:48 to go here in the third.
He plays on the line, so, expect something. But just missed that breakaway opportunity.
Face off to the left side. Hamady for Owen Dean out of his reach. Blue Golds again jam it, but Eftimowski, sweet play to hold it. Bouncing puck here now in the near corner. Colangelo. He and a defender go hard in the near corner. Coming away with it. Hunter O'Brien at it for a minute, and then it squirts out. Eftimowski back to get it. Eftimowski around. Hamady cycling with it. Alec Hamady looks ahead. Hamady through center ice. Hamady in near side. Alec Hamady fires a shot. Save made by Guchar. All right.
Good shot.
Nobody picks you up. Keep going.
Keep going. Go to the net and use the defender as a screen, which he did. Guchar just with a good save. Good glove save. Saw it most of the way.
5:11 to go. Another offensive zone face-off here. Here's Racigel with a shot. Ooh, that hit Turner Richards, I think, on the way through and went to the near corner. Richards back on it with Bunting on the near side as they'll bash for it. Around Racigel in there here on the near side as well. Pointers have 3 in deep here in the near corner, trying to work it free to get the game tire. 4:50 to go. Poked wide of Bunting. He lost an edge. Back the other way, 2-on-2. Rojo. Max Rojo back through the middle. Shot save made by Proctor as, boy, they tried to set up Nolan Greer on hat trick watch.
Mm-hmm.
Good chance there. But
yeah,
easy save for Alex.
Eau Claire came across the offensive blue line on 4-on-2. They did a nice job just waiting for Greer to jump into the play right at the last second. Good one-time shot. Alex Proctor read it the whole way. Good save by Alex.
Sean Stout still a 3-0 lead. And Superior with a 2-0 lead. All right, here's Eau Claire. Long-range shot block here. Markham may have a breakaway if he hustles. Defender coming back. Cam Markham tries to walk through. Waits for help to come, and he gets it. They'll try to center it. Bennett Copel reaching for it. Good effort there by Cam Markham. Near side, Aiden Mosier will get it. Mosier. Now ahead for Bennett Copel on the near side. Gabe Randall. Mosier poking for it. Couldn't hold the zone. Now it's Pizarchuk. Back to Mosier. finishing up the change. 4 minutes to go in regulation. Here's Shemileski. He'll try to get around. Poked away from him to the far corner. He'll gain possession. Shemileski to Aiden Mosier. Long range shot blocked there by the Blue Golds, and this is going to come all the way out of the zone. Back the other way, they'll chip it deep. Trenton Heidi. And Alex Proctor cuts it off. Turned it over. Shot and a goal. An absolute killer. Tyler Herzberg between the circles on a turnover. Buries it past Alex Proctor. It's 5-3 Eau Claire.
And it's exactly what Coach Krieger talked about in his pregame interview. You cannot make soft passes, especially on your first one. The Pointers just handed the puck over to the Blue Golds. Herzberger had made no doubt about it. And it is 5-3 Eau Claire.
Tyler Herzberg with his 4th of the year. From Cade Peterson and Leo Bacala at 16-20. Well, and here's Eftimowski, bouncing puck. Cross ice. Long ranger here for Owen Dean. Fires it wide. Alex Proctor to the bench for an extra attacker. 3:20 to go. Here's Dean. Hamady, a pile up in the far corner. Bunting is the extra attacker. He has the puck over to Hunter O'Brien. Got through him and comes out of the zone. He'll shove it at center ice to Eftimowski. Eftimowski in far side, 6-on-5 advantage. Shot fired. Guchar with a save. Rebound, and that's blocked by the Blue Golds to the far side. Owen Dean with it again. Dean will lift it in the near corner. Pointers touch up. They'll give chase. Under 3 minutes to go. Extra attacker on. Puck is loose in the neutral zone. Blue Golds ahead, but Hunter O'Brien is there. Behind his own net, Michael Eftimowski. Long range pass ahead. Blue Golds get a stick on it. It's up in the air into the near corner. Pointers possess it. O'Brien trying to chase it down behind the net. Now turnover. Here's Bunting, walks in. Shot save made by Guchar. Rebound. Another shot coming in front. Bunting swats at it, but this comes out of the zone again. Pizarchuk. 2:20 to go. Pointers trail by a pair with an extra attacker. Ryan Hintz now in on the far side. Behind it goes Alex Johnson. Near corner. Around to Quentin Hill on the far side. Hill looks to center. Shemileski digs it free, brings it out high to Pizarchuk. Pizarchuk with a shot right off the shin pad of one of the Blue Golds and all the way out into the neutral zone. Minute 59 to go. Here's Shemileski. Blue Golds kick it free and back the other way with an empty net. They'll come in, shot and a goal. That is Cade Peterson with the empty netter, and the Blue Golds are going to take game one of this series as they lead it here 6-3. And I think, Sean, Cade Peterson
Did he just give
may have
himself
just
a
taken
10?
a penalty for taking a swipe at Alex Proctor. Unsportsmanlike conduct. So the Pointers will get a power play here with a minute 50 to go.
Nice.
So man, there's a fine line around here, isn't there?
Well, you bet there is.
Pointers on the power play. Bunting with a big hit, trying to free it up. Proctor to the bench again. Owen Dean pulls it back far side. Two-man advantage now with the Pointers with 90 seconds to go. Trailing by 3. Shemileski cycling back off. He'll leave it. Here's Pizarchuk. Pizarchuk in. Deflected. Blue Golds will turn. Heidi gonna fire it down. Pizarchuk got a piece of it to force it wide. Minute 20 to go. Here's Pizarchuk in, far side. He comes through. Pizarchuk feathers it, trying to get Shemileski in front of the net. Instead, Johnson near side. Coughed it up. Blue Golds again toward an empty net, and they miss. They're short-handed, so no icing, and here's Dean with it with 50 seconds to go. Pointers will finish the game on the power play unless they score here. Here's Owen Dean in far side. Rolls away from him. Tried to poke it. Here's Hunter O'Brien. He'll get free on the far side. O'Brien coming. Another shot blocked by the Blue Golds. And past Pizarchuk and down the length of the ice. Very determined effort here by the Blue Golds tonight, Sean. came out early, weathered the storm, and came back in the third. Quentin Hill in. 25 to go. Here's Turner Richards. Now to Hill, back in front. Blue Golds again, far side. Hintz holds it in. Hintz, far corner. Lifts it. Now here is Gabe Randall out high. Alec Hamady wires a shot. That misses. Guchar never saw it, but it went wide. The near side, 5 seconds to go. That's going to do it. Blue Golds impressively here, Sean. This is going to be a 3-goal victory. On the road here with Game 2 coming up tomorrow night.
Yeah, and you got to go on the road to Hobbs Ice Arena for Game 2. So yeah, the Pointers going to have to look at some tape over the overnight, get some rest and reset for Game 2.
Yeah, we'll see. I think they'll shake hands tomorrow night. Is the general consensus here that we will see. And let's see, I think Coach is going to get up here right away here, so we'll hold to take a break here. Able to climb back in it there in the third, Sean, but just not enough.
Nope, not enough.
Best way to put it. We'll see. And let's see. I thought Coach ducked around and came back up here. We'll hold it here for a second. But again, Game 2 tomorrow night at Hobbs, 7 o'clock, 6:40. Our pregame coverage. As the Pointers and Blue Golds will close out the first half of the season here. And kind of at times played it right into the hands of the Blue Golds.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I think that's really the best way to do it here tonight. But climb back in it in the third period. But Eau Claire answers and joined now by the head coach of the Pointers, Tyler Krieger. Coach, you got back in it in the third period there, but just not enough.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't enough through 2 periods. The challenge the guys to come out and lay it on the line in the third. I thought we did for the first, 6-minute stretch. Played pretty well, and then, lost the rails again.
Kind of a microcosm of what you've gone through in the first half here. A couple turnovers here and there, you lose a block here and there, and just all those little things. Doesn't take much. There's a fine line.
Yeah, it's a game of details. Our D-zone coverage, I don't think was great tonight for the first time where we had some holes in it. But give credit to them. They had some motion. They were fast. They were making life hard on us coming up the ice. Different pace than we saw last weekend. But I mean, there's stuff on the bench too. We need someone to grab a stranglehold of this team and get us going. A little bit of negativity here and there. Just waiting for someone to take the reins of this group and get us going. We're close. We've been saying that for a while now.
Again, you had some early, especially some grade A chances. One hits a skate, one goes over the top of the net, and it's there for the taking, and that's the mindset you got to keep going with.
Yeah, that's all we can do. I thought we had a good first 6 of the game, controlled possession of it a little bit, and then lost the handle on it in the last little bit of the first period. Second was a little bit sloppy. We got to be better in the second period. If you win a second period, you're going to win most games. We lost the 2-1 in the second. But I mean, it's. We're going to find out a little bit what we're made of tomorrow. We lost the one at home. We got to go on the road now and even it up. So,
all right, Coach, we'll see you there tomorrow night.
Sounds good. See you guys.
All right, Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger here. As really almost, Sean, kind of like the first half of in 60 minutes,
head,
here. And it's some inopportune turnovers here and there. It's you lose a block, you do whatever.
Right.
And that coupled with you had chances that couldn't finish.
Yeah, exactly.
That would have been the difference. All right, Blue Golds got on the board at 6:36 of the first. Trenton Heidi is first of the year from Danny Reese and Luke Lavery. It was 1-0 Blue Golds after 1. Cade Peterson is third of the year at 8:14 of the second from Tyler Hersberg and Andrew Hayek. Made it 2-0. Nolan Greer, his fourth of the year unassisted at 10:50. Just like that, it was 3-0 Blue Golds. And Willett Arena was
dead silent
on their hands, for lack of a better term. But 10 seconds later, Cody Pizarchuk got him going. His fifth of the year unassisted at 11 minutes. And then in the first 3:04 of the third, the Pointers got back to even. Nico Shemelewski, his second of the year from Alex Johnson and Ryan Hintz, 21 seconds in. And then Shemelewski back-to-back, his third of the year from Eftimowski and Johnson at 3:04. We were tied at 3. 9:22, Nolan Greer, Sean, along the blue line, a puck that came from the near side, just found it back through and put the puck on net, and it got through some traffic into the upper left corner clean. Greer is second of the night, fifth of the year from Luke Lavery. Made it 4-3. Then the killer, Tyler Hersberg. just wide open between the circles, a turnover that he beat Proctor at 16-20, his fourth of the year from Cade Peterson and Leo Bacala. Peterson closed it out with the empty netter. His fourth of the year unassisted at 18-10. Blue Golds with 3 in the third to beat the Pointers 6-3. Stevens Point ends up outshooting the Blue Golds in the third period, 13-9 and 32-30 for the game. Power play wise, 0 for 1 with the Blue Golds with 3 shots. Stevens Point 0 for 2 with just 1 shot here tonight. Max Guchar, tell you what, he battled, gave up some juicy rebounds and let the Pointers back in it, but he made some big saves as well. He ends up with 11 third-period saves for a game total of 29. And it's Alex Proctor, 6 third-period saves for a game total of 24. Blue Golds end up winning almost 59% of the face-offs here tonight. And if you look at things also, Pointers had 12 shots blocked by the Blue Golds here tonight. Just every time, a stick on the puck, whatever, can't get through cleanly.
Impressive.
Whatever that they did, and they won the battles on the wall here, which was the difference here tonight. So the Pointers now 4-5-1, 2-1 in the WIAC. Eau Claire is now 6-4-1, 4-1 in the WIAC, and they get the clean 3 points here, Sean, to, they are guaranteed now here, to go into the break in first place.
Yep.
Because regardless of what happens, I take that back. Stout wins tonight, so they will be just a point back. So Pointers could win tomorrow and Stout wins. Stout would go in first place. So who knows there? Let's see. River Falls, Stout leading River Falls 3-0 still with about 6 minutes to go there. And it looks like it's gone final in Beloit. Superior gets off to Schneid, and they beat Beloit here 3-1. As, again, it is a 3-0 lead for Stout as that game gets late in River Falls. So, Sean, with those results here tonight, if they hold true, it's Eau Claire in first place with 12 points. It is Stout in second place with 11 points. Stevens Point in third place with 7. River Falls and Superior would have 6. Beloit with 3 heading into the final game of the first half tomorrow. Was it River Falls hosting a football quarterfinal tomorrow?
They are.
Yeah, how about that? They're still going there and there as well. So going to be a big day at the Hunt Complex tomorrow. There. All right, Sean, we got to pick our Pointer Blue Line Club player of the game. I've gone first the last couple of times, so I have thoughts, but what do you think? Oh, boy, a long pause.
It is a long pause. You caught me off guard.
Here's the deal. I think Nico Shemileski has a pair of goals, but I really think Cody Pizarchuk, with his goal, really got the Pointers back into it and got them to life and got it going. And he ends up with, his ties the team lead for goals. And I thought he really set the tone to begin the comeback. Wasn't quite enough. But, I thought Alex Johnson was good here tonight. He had a couple of assists getting back in the lineup here tonight as well. All right, my friend, Eau Claire tomorrow. Got to try to get a win and get the split here.
Yeah, I mean, Hobbs Ice Arena is a tough place to play. It'll be a good test for the Pointers. They need to answer some questions. We'll see. They always play well. These two teams always play well wherever they play. So it'll be a barn burner.
We'll see. All right, Pointers Blue Golds tomorrow night. Pregame coverage at 6:40. Face-off at 7 from Hobbs Ice Arena. For Sean McMahon, I'm Tom Weaver. Wish we had better news. Blue Golds win at 6-3. Take game 1 of the series. Game 2 tomorrow night from from Eau Claire. Hope you'll join us. I'm Tom Weaver. Thanks for listening to Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network.
You've been listening to Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. Pointers Hockey is brought to you by Century World, Skyward, U.S. Bank, Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin Robbins, BSN Sports, Festival Foods, Taco Bell, TDS, Cousin Subs, the Wisconsin Army National Guard, People's State Bank, Monks and Plover, Marshall Clinic Health System, Century School of Business and Economics, Hughes Service in Millador, also by Aero Global Corp, Goal Line Golf and Hockey, Wellston Properties, Pure Clean Restoration Professionals, McCain Foods, Dull Auto, Mullins Way, Lendutis Motors, Northwind Solar, Brightline Investigations, Auto Select, Bone and Joint, The Rock and Roll Cafe, Fraternal CrossFit, Stevens Point Orthopedics, Thrivent, Firehouse Subs, Pizza Ranch, the Food and Farm Exploration Center, Team Sherrill Companies, Home to Suites, and Aspirus Health. This broadcast is an exclusive presentation of UW Stevens Point Athletics. Join us again for Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network.